Very
Let's see.
excellent observation,
Kevinz
but we're
Z.
getting
Okay,
into
let's
the
focus on
finals
Ting.
now, and these are
Ooh.
our decks. Of course, wait, Ting has
Whale.
with consecrated
Crab?
scorpion.
Really?
It looks
Okay.
like on Ting's side
Ooh,
that,
Thunder
Sign
Manifestation
Overload
instead of
deck is
Sino.
banned.
Sino's
For Kevinz Z, it
banned.
looks like Crab is banned with Sino.
Yeah.
And he's rolling
Whoa.
with that
Interesting.
Sayu
I've
Chongyi
seen this
Herald
deck.
Yeah.
It was
So
Lynette
here-
instead of
so the four
Kazuha.
decks
And
for
then
Kevinz Z
Mew?
are the same, except for
What
that
is
Whale,
Ting?
which
What
he
is
did not
Ting
bring in his original
cooking?
lineup, but now has
And then
added with most
Kevinz
of the
Z
players. And for Ting's side,
still
it's
has
actually quite a new
Kunali,
lineup. We're gonna have to
still
talk about
has
that in a
the
little bit, but we see the
Kazuha.
Sino deck
I think
banned
the only
on both
thing
sides. I think Sino
Kevinz
has
Z
been
added
the
there is
dominant
that
card in
he
this
finally
metagame. And
brought
you saw those
in
statistics
Whale,
with
and that's
10
it.
damage
Yeah.
to top
Alright,
four
players.
Whale
Even everyone in the top 8
versus
each other so well.
Freeze. I don't
And
know
of course,
how this
our
matchup will
four
go,
players in the
but
upper
I'm
bracket
gonna
did,
bet on
will be
money
taking first,
that
second, and fourth
Ting will
place.
just win because
All
Whale
very
is
consistent with
broken.
capable players.
Right,
That's
here
for sure.
we
This is
go.
why
This
players
is
ban
game
Whale.
one of the grand finals, a
But
best of 7 between
does
the best
Ting
of the
have
best,
practice
Ting
with
and
this
Kevinz
deck?
Z. You see the
That
QR
is the
code on the screen?
question.
You can scan it and
Let's
tell us
see
what you
if
think
Ting
of
will
our
get
great show
12
here.
plus
You love the
stacks
set, you love the raffles, you
in
love the
round
casting.
3.
Make sure you make your voice heard by scanning that QR code.
Like that's
Additionally,
the
raffle
pretty much
should have
the
started
norm
over
or
on
the
Fast Incredible YouTube
ideal
channel.
stack
If you're not there already,
for
make your way
Whale
over there.
to
You'll
get
be
at
entered into a raffle
round
to win
3.
1,000 primos. If you follow
12
the moderator's
plus
instructions, make sure you're paying
stacks.
attention.
Or
Also, I do
14.
believe
14
that our
would have been
lovely
better, but
moderator
here we
will
go.
be calling for a stop
All right.
on when the raffle closes, so people can go back to discussing the game. So make sure you're paying
Scorpion
attention to that too.
talent,
Yeah, there's been some really good discussion.
and then
you
block.
and I both are looking at the chat. We're not casting, of course.
Countdown gets countdown
But
back
people are really
because
getting
of
into it, and there's some really exciting games happening.
the,
And Ting already
Scorpion
started
talent.
with that Scorpion talent.
Serene. Oh man.
The gacha has started.
Gotcha has
So
started. I mean,
Serene.
There it is. Okay, what is it?
Serene does take 3
Skill cost.
rounds.
Serene
Yeah, no, Serene does
skill
take 3 rounds
wharf?
to be fully utilized, of course, giving you a millisecond
Yeah,
support.
I think
at
that's a plan.
the start of each round and when she is played. So getting that down round
Skill
1 is very
wharf.
important because, of course, the Sayu Chongyi Herald deck isn't going to give you that many rounds. We're probably going to see this game end around.
Yeah, they finally
right
kept the
around
mulligan part.
round 3 or 4.
True.
Oh my god.
Most of the time,
quite a
it's
touch
just
of
dice rolls.
Anyway,
and,
so I've been seeing these
yeah.
players' heart rates right off the bat.
Actually,
They're
I missed the
both
mulligan
above
part.
100
I didn't
here.
pay
The nerves
attention.
are
Anyway,
sky
yeah,
high.
there you go.
I just want to
Skill,
remind you all of the prize
wharf
pool at
pass.
stake today.
For
So the
Kevinz
champion will be
Z.
taking home 16,000 USD.
Yeah.
Second place is 8,000 USD. Jipu in fourth place
Strategize.
taking home
Okay,
3,800
Wagner.
USD, and Robot Wizard in third taking 5,000. So
Probably-
the difference between those prices
yeah,
is
okay,
huge.
there's
There's so much at
Strategize.
stake here. And also the title of being the champion.
Okay, Junior
of
Zord
the
is a
Prince Cup
Timaeus.
Atlantic.
Yep.
That is so
And then
crazy.
skill?
Yeah, the bragging rights, of course, are
Chang'e
in full effect.
skill?
We see Kevinz Z with a very powerful turn. In fact, we're probably going to see a Golden
Ooh.
House played.
Another
down already off to a
Wagner.
great start with
I
both
don't think you
Wagner
play
and Timaeus,
Wagner
the premier
here.
cards in this deck, drawing weapons and artifacts. But
Yeah,
Golden House is
skill.
crucial.
Yep.
Oh, I was expecting a weapon equip, but no.
No, going for
Wharf,
that
yeah.
skill. I wonder if Kevinz Z
All
feels
right.
like he needs to pick up the momentum a bit so that Whale doesn't build HP too quickly, especially since he doesn't know what Serene gave Ting.
Yeah.
It's high roller, of course.
I mean, you almost can't predict it. All of the effects, again, roughly generate 2 cards for your opponent. So you don't need to play around that much until they play it, and they can adjust your strategy accordingly. That's one of the things I love about the Serene card is, yes, it's very RNG, but it doesn't swing the game completely in one direction. It's a very effect you can calculate. and
Serene
play
is
around.
always
There's
fun
zero
to
cost from
see.
Serene. Every turn, Serene's
Gotta
gonna
be a
give
banger
another
game, yeah,
completable, basically
for
like a
sure.
support card.
Exactly.
You're like her companion.
Okay.
Companions. Yeah.
Gets Marchose
It's
Hunter.
actually
That's
very
really
hard
good for
to manage
Whale.
your hand as the Whale deck. Oh, here we
What is
go.
it?
Okay.
Two cards. Is that Topias?
No, that is Lutine.
That's
Routine,
Lutine.
yeah.
Routine.
The
Look at Kevin Z, he knows.
Oh, it is Lutine. Oh, no.
Lutine. Can't take
So,
his
minus
can you explain how this
HP
works?
plus
Oh, yeah, so, of course. So
HP.
Lutine draws you those 2 cards, as I mentioned, but you see that status at the bottom of both Layla and Chongyi
Aw,
on Kevin's
man.
side. Anytime they use a skill, it will do either 2 damage or heal that character for 2.
Oh, no.
But it's completely random.
Look at Kevin Z's reaction. He's smiling. The most expressive we've seen him so far, honestly. His
Look.
pulse is skyrocketing. He knows this is now a gamble. And when it comes to
Yeah.
to RNG,
Yeah.
Ting is always on top
Now
here.
Kevin
Yeah, it is very much a
Z
gamble.
has
It
to
is a
pray
50-50
that
basically. Flip a coin to see do
it's
you
not
lose
gonna
2
be
or gain
minus
2.
4
A bit about Lutine,
HP.
by the way, as a Melocene.
Oh,
so
boy.
she is someone who cooks. You'd think she would get the food cards, right?
She's Ting.
She's Ting. She's also Kevin Z. Kevin Z cooks too. But you would think that she would get the food cards, right? But she doesn't because she cooks Melusine specialties.
Okay.
And if you remember from the Archon quest,
Marchose Hunter,
what Sichuan was
you
giving
play
to people was not
Omni
really
Omni
normal people
Cryo.
food, right? So there is a chance that it could heal you,
Swap?
or I guess there's a chance it could poison you. So
Okay, sure.
plus or minus 2 health.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, lab.
That's quite, I had
There's
no
lab
idea
as
about
well.
that, so thank you, Leah, for providing that law. I really look forward to hearing
Okay,
all those
probably
Melusines, by the way,
lab.
so
You
I
play
hope to
lab
see
for
it.
That's a
Omni.
different one.
Okay, so that's one out of 10.
It is 1 out of 10.
All right, well on our way. Now, Kevinz is a very interesting decision.
Wait,
I saw
what?
him hold
What
onto
did he
that weapon, so he
scored?
did have
I
a
don't
free
know.
weapon
I didn't
last
keep
round
track.
with the Golden House plus Wagner.
I
that he
didn't
just
pay
played.
attention.
I believe what he might be doing. This is a matchup where Whale can get out of hand very quickly.
Oh, there's
no.
Sack Great Sword.
Yeah, I was
Sack
expecting
Great Sword.
with that
Alright.
second Wagner, and
Minus
Golden
2
House,
HP
he will
or
actually
plus
control
2?
the Wolf's
Minus
Gravestone, so I
2.
think this is
Oof.
Oh, look at him shaking his head. He's like, ah.
SMH.
Of course.
Oh
the
boy.
gamble.
It's
Here's a
Gamba
Kevinz usage on
time.
Whale,
Oh.
and what is this? Oh, it's
Hey.
2 weapons.
Oh,
Which
it's
one's
plus
that?
2
Weapons
weapons.
is gonna be
Oh, it's,
Kasanziana.
yeah, it was the
Kasanziana.
countdown that got discarded.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember
So,
now.
the only thing I
So
have
easy
on
plus
her is
3.
that she's a
Wait,
gardener.
no
She grows
lab.
exotic
Why?
flowers. I
Okay.
don't know what that has to do with weapons.
Garden tools can be used.
I mean, it's
as
not too
weapons,
late, but-
probably.
That is,
Huh.
huh.
Yeah, so that was actually quite. So one of the reasons that is actually a very good card for Whale deck.
No-
Now, obviously, the weapons.
no
2 of those
lab.
characters cannot equip weapons. That's not why you
Interesting, but
want
I
to play that
guess.
card. Lots of weapons are 3-cost cards, and again, tuning and discarding 3 costs is the name.
I
of
mean,
the
Ting
game
can
for this
always
deck. Now, unfortunately,
play
Ting
this,
did
like,
kind of lower
in the
roll that a
middle
little
of the
bit by grabbing
round
a
at
2-cost
the-
weapon in cash flow supervision. Now, luckily, he will be able to tune that
I
or
don't know.
discard that along with other 2 costs, but he's going to have to time it very carefully. Now, if you're not familiar with Whale,
He
it doesn't
has
seem
to
well very
play it
much.
sooner or
The way
later.
it works is anytime you tune, as we're seeing now, or discard a card, you
Right.
see those that number ticking up underneath Scorpion. Once you hit 3, depending on if you
I
did
think
three matching,
Ting
the
can
cost of the 3
easily
cards you
get
tuned
6
is different amounts of
stacks
HP.
round
yeah, if
2
you tune
on Whale.
3
And then on
three-cost
round
things,
3,
you'll gain 3 health on Whale.
it's
If you
gonna be
tune
12
3 2-cost
plus.
things,
Yep.
you still gain 3 health on Whale.
That's
If
really
you
nice.
tune
Match.
2 3-cost things and then a 2-cost thing, you will gain 2 health on
Exactly.
Whale. So you have to make sure that the numbers align. It's a math game.
It is
He brought the
very-
tag mathematician, I think.
Did.
Oh,
He
yeah,
did,
Ryzak, your
yeah.
mic's
So he may be
open, by the
very
way.
adept at playing
Just to
this
let
deck.
you know.
And again, it's so important you manage your discards and costs correctly because
Okay.
every HP matters in specifically
I
this
did
matchup,
not
right?
keep. Okay, plus
With
3,
Sayu,
yeah. So
probably
6
eventually getting a
stacks,
Wolf's
round
Gravestone, the
2.
longer you can
That's
keep
nice.
Whale above 7.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Still no
What's it gonna
lab.
be? Is he gonna heal or take damage?
I think. Oh,
Dang, you high roll!
oh my god.
What's the reaction here?
Are
This is
you
severe
kidding me?
emotional damage already inflicted by Ting right in round
Bro,
1 round 2
this
of
is
game
luck
1.
diff.
This is
For real,
honest
for real.
best of 7.
There's
Nah,
one shot
dude.
left for Kevinz.
If
Could
Kevin
that
Z
go?
gets
Yeah.
minus 2
the
again,
best case
he's gonna
scenario
flip.
Is that Lutein rolls
There's
even.
no
You
shot.
take 2 damage now,
Dude.
as long as you heal 2. But
Ting is hitting
here
the
is really
jackpot
scary
once
thing.
again.
Kevin Z has to take a gamble. If he attacks again on Chong
Just
Yun,
get lucky,
he could be
man.
brought to 3 HP and
Man,
lose
man.
immediately
Okay,
to a
swap
Scorpion skill.
Sayu.
He does not. He's an unlucky roller. He brought the
Yeah.
unlucky roller
Ooh,
tag.
swap to Whale,
he's not
nice.
taking that risk. You know, he does not want to take that gamble because if it goes poorly for him, he will just lose the game on that spot.
I like that
Losing
swap.
that weapon equipped on Chong Yun as well as 3 energy.
Noticing after Kevin Z swapped the Sayu, Ting swapped over to Whale, who does not have the cryo aura. Ting
Honestly,
does not want Sayu to be swirling anything here.
Yeah, but
And there's the Sapwood Great Sword. What is gonna be?
oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Force Regalia,
I
NA on
think this is
Sayu,
the
okay.
correct play
Swap
because
back
You want more
to,
dice. You know your
okay.
opponent probably
Layla.
isn't going to
And
you know,
then
get under
Sayu's skill.
the threshold for Wolf's Gravestone. So in that
Okay,
case,
it
both
was
Sapwood and
plus
Gravestone
2
are the same effectively.
for the,
They are, but
okay.
Ting is swapping over from
So
Whale
far, so
onto
good.
Layla.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically swap stalling it out. Kevin Z with that, basically, so the passive of any Sapwood weapon. You normal attack, you get 2 dice
Gilded.
back, corresponding to the character you normal attack
Skill.
with Sapwood equipped. It's a one-time effect, and it has to be in the round that you played
Liben.
Sapwood in.
Ooh.
But he got those 2 animal dice, and now he can go for the skill.
Okay,
Oh wait, what was that?
Plays the
hang on, we missed the effect.
laboratory.
Okay, it must have been
It's
healing.
fine.
Because Sayu didn't take damage.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Better late
Sayu
than
was already at
never,
10,
yeah.
So Kevin Z lost out on those 2 points of healing.
He did.
So he's down 2 HP to Lutine, and that can matter so much. Breakpoints are everything in this matchup.
That's actually not bad. Which means Ting can easily get +2 next turn or next round from the lab. Alright. Okay, can Ting get 12 plus stacks on Whale round 3? Let's see it.
The next round here, round 3.
If he can get it, then he's playing it really well.
We're basically going to be able to determine who will come out on top just by how this ends, basically, this round.
Yeah,
even if the game doesn't end. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is going to be the crucial round. You know, Ting has done a good setup on Well. You know, has got up to effective 11 total HP on Well. So now Well is ready probably to take the field as a character. But of course, oh, it's a one cost. Okay, could be
so
only
that
one
could
of two
be
things.
Selassie or Kenotila.
Those are the 2 1 costs.
So either you're copying 3 cards from the opponent's deck,
3
or
cards,
you get 2
or
resonance cards, both of which are really strong for Ting, I think.
Yes, the 1 cost ones are particularly strong.
Yo, Stormy, what's
I
up?
want to point out, they're not completely random. The event cards pool you draw from is
Okay, yeah,
always
another
resonance
Serene.
effect, meaning it could be Hydro Resonance,
Oh
Cryo
boy,
Resonance. Ooh, a
Wait,
second.
the other Serene
Here
got a
comes
0
another one.
cost there.
Okay. Ting maintaining his title
Okay,
as the
3
highlight
cost.
maker of Tcg by playing all of these cards.
So
that-
Ting
There's
needs
a
to
lot
discard
going on right now, by the way. So things are being discarded all over the place.
Ocean
and
Clam,
that
Paimon,
Fontaine Research
that's
Institute,
+3,
it's
that's
called
9
Laboratory Ruins.
stacks.
It
Okay.
is building up stacks as things are discarded.
1 cost.
Wow, wait, there's
Oh, 1
Kusama.
cost
There is
actually.
Kusama.
That was
Yeah.
from Sunyata.
And then 1
Yeah.
cost.
So now, of course, another way to generate additional cards here, but also
Yeah,
used for
T
that
can
1
easily
cost
get
discount.
12
You see a lot of the
stacks
companions and supports now
on
are
Whale.
discounted by 1. It'll be interesting to see
Yeah.
what Ting chooses to play.
At this point, it's
Kusama could actually
guaranteed.
come up. You know,
Alright,
Good for
nice
Will.
play.
You're a deck that. Oh.
What is this? Oh, it's resonance.
Wait,
Okay, that's
those are 2 of the best
Kenotila.
ones.
Wait, that's
Wait,
Dendro. So Dendro Res is
wait,
applicable
these
for
2
any
are really
elemental
good.
reaction.
What the hell? Like Dendro Resonance works. Okay, so Dendro Resonance, like the reason why I say it works is because any form, like any elemental reaction,
basically, she's
it's
a huge part of that
+2
questline.
damage.
Okay.
She's awesome.
Okay.
She said he's meditating and everything. Also, she
Any
kind of
form of
save her.
elemental reaction, it's
I'm sure
+2
that meant a
damage.
lot
That
to
is
those of
really
you who have
good.
been playing and following the lore closely as TCG players.
Alright.
That was a lot of words, but we also saw another
Ting
Melisine
can
actually, so far we have not
easily
duplicated any, but that was
go
Laume.
to Whale
Was
solo, but
Laume. So 0 cost generates 2 artifacts.
Herald
and she's
can just
sending a journalist
freeze.
and she's
But
creating
there's
her own
Tada
Melisine
though. Wait,
newspaper.
hold up.
Okay.
So there you go.
Wait,
That's
there's
the short.
Tada.
Great. Not sure what to make of that one, but unfortunately getting a 1 and a 2 cost, again, not what you want. You really want those 3 costs because that
But
is
then
what powers
again,
up
Herald
Whale
can
Burst. As soon as you
reapply
choose
Hydro
one single
and then
3-cost
swap
card,
Chongyun
that burst only
freeze.
cares about 3-cost cards going forward. But yeah, anyway, there was been so much action.
Yeah,
so a couple of
Kevin
things,
Z
let's back
just
up a little bit.
patiently
First of all,
waiting.
we saw
Because
Ting
there's
keep
a
bad
lot of
dice
stuff
at the start of
that
this round
Ting can
because
do
he's
here,
tuning
like
for
this
Will.
card.
He needs to tune cards, so if he's
Yeah,
dice are too
all
good,
that
he
stuff.
can't do this.
And as he tunes cards, that laboratory
There's no
ruins
fast
go
swap for
up
Kevinz
every
Z, by the
interval
way,
of 3,
which
so 3,
means
6, and 9, you get 1
100%
cards
Ting can
into
just
Omni
go
dice.
solo on Whale
So-
and then
Yeah. And really the only thing that's to avoid
potentially,
is a sweep
honestly,
on Sayu, but
I can see
Sayu
Ting
not
and
having
this
a
game
Grace
in
Stone,
round 3.
Ting is pretty confident.
I'm
that
just
he
gonna
will
say it,
not see
like,
it now for at
yeah,
least another round until
100%.
Wagner goes up to 2 stacks.
There's 2 things here, so he's gonna
Yeah,
take
so
damage here.
skill,
Or heal.
wow,
What is
+2.
this guy? Look at Kevin Z's reaction. He's shaking his head. He got to heal
Damn.
twice in a row. Also, speaking of healing, he has a Hydro Resonance in hand, which is going to heal him some more.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
the Ting high roll. Will make
Classic
roll.
Ting
This is
high
just-
roll.
This is just a Tuesday
Or
for
Ting mid roll, I guess. Oh
That's
my
unbelievable.
god.
So he's able to heal 4 extra
Classic.
HP. The Sayu deck
Kevin
needs to
Z's
pressure the Whale
molding
deck
because of
before
how
Whale gets
lucky
up to that
Ting
12
gets
stack before
in
it
this
can take the
game.
field and just choke for
Jesus.
so much damage. But with
This
4 extra
guy,
HP,
man, I
and these
swear.
lower shields are now going down,
Check
it is
him
so,
PC.
so
This
hard.
guy's
There's the Liar's
definitely
song. Kevin Z pulling back that
cheating.
Gilded, re-equipping it onto Herald, generating 2 dice there, and there's the
Okay,
prepared skill,
swap
freezing Layla. So here's the
Whale,
thing about
here we
this.
go.
Look at Ting's hand, that
Alright.
most right
Yeah,
card,
discard the Hydra ones and then you
so
swap.
how can he use that in this matchup
Okay,
here?
swap, use the
so
Omni.
Tada, if you're not familiar, is one of the new cards added 0 costs. He's seen it quite a few times.
Yeah,
Ting loves to bring
easily.
this card, by the way.
It's fun.
And then discard 4 for Whale, and then Whale can definitely get 14 stacks, at least 14. Yeah, the fact that Ting gets 14 stacks round 3, he's playing really well. That's for sure.
Yes, and like, so a thing with Whale, if you freeze
freeze.
it's
No
next to
problem.
impossible
You
to do anything.
Tada.
You basically lose the game, even if Whale's at like 20 million HP. And
Yeah,
so,
discard 1
this is why you
cost.
bring that
That's
Tada
15
card, especially for
stacks.
Whale.
Yeah,
Look at him tuning
easy.
3 cards, all of the same cost to get those 3
Yeah,
health.
Tada.
Oh, and there's a Tada. Whale's broken free.
There is Tada, yeah. Felt a little bit early, but it looks like Ting is gonna go for that flip on Herald. Oh no!
Wait, no!
Resonance.
The Hydra Res.
Okay.
It's fine. You don't play Resonance anyway.
Probably should have played it.
He could have played it. He'd be 1 dice off. Honestly,
He could
it's
play it,
possible
but
Dendro Resonance
nah.
might be better in this matchup. Now, of course,
Doesn't
Dendro
matter.
Resonance works on any reaction. So a surprise hit on Sayu might be more valuable.
Yeah, you skill again, you
I'll tell you
swap,
discard it now anyway,
His
though.
skill doing -5, by the way. Yeah,
and then if Layla doesn't get killed, then you Layla burst, and yeah.
But because
Easy,
Whale has
easy
gained
game.
15 HP overall, if you divide that by 3,
Ting pretty much
and
showed
that's
the
how much your
world
skills
how
go to do.
broken this deck
Well,
is.
this is a really
Yup.
precarious situation for Ting. Now, Ting's hand is now completely empty. There are no more cards for Whale to eat. Obviously, very powerful already at 15 stack, which effectively means Whale is a 20 HP character. But Kevinz has a window. This is his window to basically deal enough damage to Whale that Ting cannot safely go back onto Whale for
I
quite
can see
some time.
Kevinz go for burst, but burst doesn't do shit, honestly. So
I think that is what Ting needs to do here. But Kevinz
I think
does have at least
Kevinz
2
can go
actions.
for
Is there any way
NA,
to generate
apply
more actions on the side
cryo
of Kevinz?
to
I feel
Whale,
like
I guess.
no.
Now that
There's
he
no
doesn't
more
have
princess.
Tada
There's no
anymore.
more princess. There is a Tamias that could draw something, but again, without a golden house, you cannot usually.
Oh yeah,
utilize
I can
Tamias
see it.
on the round that is played.
There's that free game.
Kevinz can freeze
but
Whale
you couldn't
again.
generate another action, right? Unless you take out 2 characters.
Okay.
Ooh, swap over onto Chongyun.
Yeah, this is Chongyun
Maybe
is
not.
the one with another sacrificial.
Yeah,
greatsword.
swap
so
Layla.
swapping in this way protects Sayu and allows Kevinz to basically get another die with a skill here off of that sacrificial greatsword. Just making
Oh
the use
my
of the
god,
weapons
yeah,
as much
Cast
as
Their
he can.
Gathering
He's
is gonna
really-
be Whale
he's
Mirror.
behind
Oh
4 HP
man.
from Lu
Just
Ting
like
and then
last
another
patch,
2 from taking the
oh
Kevinz.
man.
You know, Kevinz's deck is supposed to be aggro. It is
I mean,
aggro.
thank
It's
goodness
supposed to
I
do
already
so much
have
damage so
a
fast.
decent
That's why
amount of
Chibu
practice
bandaged
with
yesterday.
Kuching
Would
Layla.
not want to face against it.
Whale.
Would rather face against the Sino
So I
Crab
guess
from
I
Kevinz,
am
but
somehow
yeah,
prepared
This is really hard.
for
He's already
Cast
this
Their
far
Gathering,
behind,
which
that
will
Whale is
happen
not to be
next
messed
week
with.
actually, now that I think about
The
it.
danger here for Ting again, his
Oh,
hand is
wait,
empty,
this
so
week,
Whale's gonna have
this
a hard time
Friday.
getting more cards. This
Is
is
it
not the
not?
position you want to be in the Whale deck. It's very good at drawing out your cards, but if you don't get your card drawing quite the right
Yeah.
order, you can't get into the situation. So now Ting actually needs quite good dice rolls next round to continue.
Yeah, I think I'll
generating
definitely
dice and damage on
That timer ticking down. Kevinz even tuned a card just for that timer to extend just a little more. Here going down. What is he going to do?
It's
NA?
almost going to certainly be a skill that will build up to Chongyun's burst.
There's
And
Tamias.
he has a sacrificial greatsword, so that will refund an additional die. So that seems
Dude,
like the
I
best
swear,
play
I
in
feel
this
like Kevinz
situation. Now,
could
of
have
course,
gone
he has
for
been thinking,
Sayu
does Ting
NA
have a
on
good
her
effect to go
onto Whale,
and then one-shot Chongyun, but
and then
with Ting only
potentially
with one card.
I actually wonder
could
if Kevinz
freeze
is just
Whale,
thinking about ending first.
you
That's why
know?
he's taking so long to make his decision. He does have that leave it in hand. There's a chance
Timer.
he doesn't skill here. Yeah, there's the
Ramp?
leave-in replacing
Okay.
the Dunya side. And I think those dice are just gonna go to leave in.
Sure.
He does not want Ting to have turn prio. Doesn't matter if he swings now or later. There we
Interesting.
go.
Yeah, the turn priority is interesting here. Obviously, doing damage on Layla doesn't really matter at this point. Layla's already got her skill
So
down,
Layla
and
burst
she's really
4
there for that
damage,
utility. Ooh.
and then
So
once
say
Layla
Wonder-
dies,
And if you have been keeping
Whale
track, the last
burst,
2 cards
and yeah,
discarded to
GG.
Whale was a
One
1
cost.
cost. Yeah, 2 1 costs. So Ting does not have another 1 cost to discard.
So
we're not gonna
Ting
get
needs to
maximum
get
efficiency
good
out of
dice
that
here
Whale.
because
We'll
there's
see,
nothing to
because
discard.
so
Like his
true.
hand is
Out
pretty
there.
much
What
empty.
support card are we gonna get this time? I have my
Like
Mellow Seed
3
ones ready to
blocks
go.
and then
Wait, Ting's really actually
Marchose
relying on that,
Hunter.
right? This is-
Yeah.
He's already been blessed by RNG, but
Okay.
now he needs a little bit more.
Okay, it's a
discard, and then discard.
Will at least be able to draw 2 cards minimum. Now the one scary card for
So
Kevinz
Whale
would
can
be,
get to 20
Tokens.
stacks.
Yes, but I saw
This,
Ting smiling a
this
little bit when he
round.
drew it, so I'm wondering if it's a good card. I'm really wondering. I'm watching this player Kim intently right now. He's so stoic most of the time, but I want to see it played. I hope it's something that will benefit him.
Yeah, one very important thing as well, you see the HP life totals on Kevin's side. Every character is below 5, which is crucially how much damage a skill from Whale will do.
There's the Liar's Song because it's the first card played. It discounts by 2. Heart
Man.
of Arena onto Herald. Strategize, drawing out Boar Princess. It's going to be very important here with all those artifacts in hand. Now the question is, what does Kevinz want to do with all this dice generation that he has?
Yeah, it's very tricky here.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like with that.
Honestly, there's. What are you gonna do? As Kevinz, like, yeah.
Out this turn as long as possible and force
You're
him to
not
use
gonna
up his
kill
dice.
Whale
He
here,
doesn't
no
have
shot.
laboratory runes on the field to generate extra dice. He's down to only 5 cards in hand, and I say only because that's actually pretty
Unless-
unusual for the Whale
Ooh,
deck.
Golden Troop replacing the Heart of Cavarina.
Unless,
Really don't
nah,
see
there's
swap
no
here.
shot. I mean,
Oh,
what are the
wait.
odds?
Okay, so Guild replacing the Golden Troop. This is using up both stacks of Boar Princess. Countdown to the show, turning everything into Omni. Draws out that Herald talent.
Yeah.
That's so important. I think we're going to see it go down. Second Boar Princess being played.
Yeah, almost certainly. Herald Talent very devastating.
Oh, Herald
Go.
Talent. Wait, that
In
could
fact,
be
this could be
huge.
really tricky. Ting only has 8 dice this round, and he
Which
didn't roll enough Hydro
means-
to really skill twice on Well with that Herald debuff. Of course,
Can only
increasing
go
all
for
skills
Layla
on
Burst.
Elemental die. Now, it's not only an extra die, but you have to remember it's an extra Hydro die.
And then
most
NA.
importantly, and when you're running low on cards,
Ooh,
you can
wait,
wheel
this
that
might
up.
change it.
How do the
This
blocks
might
work
change
in this
everything.
patch? I know that
Hold
the
up.
Consecrated Beasts have not been played so much these days because of the changes. However, we do see Scorpion
Swap.
here, so
Yeah.
blocks help him.
The blocks work the same
Ooh,
way.
okay.
With the one caveat, they no longer give energy to
Okay.
Scorpion. So Scorpion's burst is not going to be able to rush down.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, it's another Lutine.
It is another Lutine.
Another routine. Oh
it's a 2-1
no.
cost. Look at Kevin's reaction. Whale getting 3 HP because Drew, the other Scorpion talent,
Oh
not needed to
my
play.
god.
Gets into it.
Yeah, I think Kevin's.
Yeah, this is
Look
cooked.
at them. And there's Layla's burst, bringing Herald down. Wait, and then
Oh
starting.
yeah, that kills
yeah.
because of the skill.
Okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Because there's a heal or a damage. Kevin's doesn't want to find
Oh
out.
no.
If it's a healing, that could put the game out of reach. Because Layla at 7 is so scary for him right now. If it's
Yeah,
if it's 2,
will Ting
goes
heal?
Oh,
down.
And also, when Kevinz does his own action, he's going
Or
to take
will Ting take
he's going to take
damage?
either healing or damage.
It almost doesn't matter though because
It's
of the
gotta
break
be
points.
heal.
Actually, healing for Kevin's
I mean-
would be really good and really bad for Ting right now.
Come on, this is Ting we're
Kevin's
talking
needs to
about. Of
figure
course
out
it's gonna be
what to play around.
+2.
You play around the
Yep.
heal.
There's
Oh!
how
Classic.
Ting. This is why he's the God Slayer.
Ting winning 3 50-50s
Yeah,
back to back.
Kevinz is like, yep.
Losing his first
He
one,
is
but he
flippin'
won the second one
the
on a
fuck
10
out.
HP side. So he is now down
Holy
8
shit.
total HP. That's a whole character.
They're living
This
up
is
to the
stupid.
standards they've set for
There's no way.
themselves. Ting coming in with sheer confidence, knowing he's a notorious high roller, and he's high rolling.
And takes the 2 damage? Oh my god. Bro. Bro. Okay, Serene will be the highlight for this game, that's for sure. Forget the Whale, Serene is the MVP.
Kevinz taking the tag.
Checking PC!
Why he did.
Oh my god. This is
Bro is cheating for real, for
devastating. I mean,
real.
again,
This is really
what
devastating.
a way
What
to start
the
off. This is going to be a
fuck?
best of 7. Kevin's
is,
I don't know how
Nah,
you
what?
recover
Nah,
emotionally, mentally
From
from this sort of beating, because it is.
We were talking about Robot Wizard and Jibu after their sets, and they got tilted after their first games as well.
It is so easy. It is so easy.
It is so easy. What are we
Alright.
drawing
Wait.
here for Ting?
Yeah, a block being played.
Oh,
This guy has
NA, right? NA.
Yeah, so I think
Wait.
Ting's plan at this point is gonna stay on Layla and try and shield
Countdown.
and delay. He's so ahead
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna go for
He
Whale.
can, he
yeah.
can skill and
Discard
then able to
2
take
and
that
then Whale
countdown
Burst.
and
Yep.
discard it. It's 3
Wow.
cost.
Yeah.
GG.
Yep.
Hunter.
And he can
They have
chain 2
21
blocks
stacks.
whenever he need to.
He wants to find one more
Consistent
free cost, I think,
plus
but there is
3
Johnny's Burst, bring
HP.
Whale
Oh,
down.
I finally got the heal.
actually, that's really important because now with the
okay,
healing,
sure.
I believe a burst doesn't quite kill. It'll still go down to a skill.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, this is yeah.
Even if Whale got will get taken down, like you still have Scorpion to worry about. Yeah. Alright. Ooh. Oh, another +2.
And again, I think this is
bruh. That's +4 HP. Are you kidding me?
Damage. We didn't see. I think it was a heal again.
It was a heal.
Are we serious?
Yeah, it was a heal.
Oh my god. Dude, he hasn't taken damage from that Melusine support. Are you for real?
Who do you know that is that lucky? Who has won? Who do you know that you hate?
Yeah, Ting actually heals 8.
That is Ting right now.
That is stupid.
It's not just luck that helps him.
That is actually
He's a very high level
crazy.
I said that at the beginning. Not this game. Not this game. This game was 100%.
Oh my god.
A Melusine RNG victory.
Look at Ting.
There was nothing.
Look at Ting smiling
Kevinz
with all of those high rolls. Like, holy man.
This is what he expected.
I'm having a day watching these player cams. I feel so bad for Kevinz in this game. I really hope that, you know, in the time we get to the second game, he's going to compose himself and not get tilted from this first game.
At least wait us out.
So crucial.
At least wait us out.
Oh my god, what a way to
Wait, what is this?
But
What is
judgment.
that would have
My
been,
goodness.
Topius. That was Topius.
Alright.
So, Topius is a musician. Plays the contarb. Also wants to play a song from Mirror, but here we go.
Dude, imagine Ting actually wins this whole thing. That would be an absolute cinema. Alright, 1-0. Okay, here we go. Game 2. Ting decides to go for Mew. Dude, Mew? In this patch?
This was
really?
the first iterations of this Hydro Cryo Animal Core, right?
Yeah,
Kevinz has to play well next, right? Come on. For this game 2, is it gonna be Kunali?
Ooh. Wow, this is the Cookie Shinobu variation of
this could go 50-50. Honestly.
The Asia Invitational finale, of course. For official.
I feel like Kevinz will play Whale for last.
Linny is the star of the show in this deck.
In case he got 3 wins. Ooh. Alright, game number 2. Here we go.
Going into game 2. Just a reminder, there will be a QR code flashing on your screen periodically. Scan it and tell us your thoughts. We really appreciate your feedback. Additionally, our raffle for 1,000 Primo Gems has started over on the Astro Carnival YouTube channel. Make sure you're following the moderator's instructions over there, and we will be announcing the winners after this game.
Alright, I'm locked in for Kevinz to win this game.
Cookie Shinobu is actually very dangerous.
There is a chance that Ting can win this, obviously, but we'll see who high rolls this game. I mean, whoever high rolls this game, of course Ting's gonna high roll this easily.
I just took a sip of water at the same time Ting did.
Oh.
Just staying hydrated.
Okay.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated at home, folks.
I'm gonna drink water
could have
as
a
well.
long series ahead of us, and I really hope so.
These are 2 amazing players. Ting being the God Slayer, that is the tag we on the caster's desk have chosen for him today. And Kevinz, of course, the honored one. He finally said it himself on stage. He's gained his confidence after going 0-3 to Ting on the first day.
Yeah.
Alright.
But he's already down the game.
Veteran's Visage, Cookie Skill.
And I still think this is quite a tough matchup. Again,
Oh, not a...
Now,
I mean, this is fine.
This matchup,
Opener, I guess. Okay, Kavrena, Nahida skill.
Yeah, like the actual
What did you discord here?
And there's a very common play
Definitely gamblers, for sure.
On Nahida, on Wanderer.
Because I haven't lost yet, and Adeptus, that's really good. Like, those 2 are pretty much work well hand in hand.
Exactly. Now, the key difference here is... Well, okay, never mind.
The 2 and I haven't lost yet. You want to keep the gamblers, I think.
Yeah, 100%. You definitely want a skill on the healer.
Okay, keep the gamblers. Alright, sure.
For that burst.
And so basically going next turn, Kevinz is going to be going for a second skill and getting that burst off. Hopefully on Euler Wanderer, he's going to be saving it for that case.
Skill into burst
both
on
off to pre-optimal starts. Kevinz with a much more aggressive start. Didn't draw many ramp cards.
That's like
There's
8 damage.
Yeah, freshman in front of him. Now the main
Onto
thing Ting
Wanderer.
is missing is that weapon. It did draw the Wagner. Now the only difference is, unlike Kevinz's Wagner decks, Ting has some randomness. He has a Wolf's Gravestone in his deck along with 2 Catalysts. He wants the Catalyst. It's 2 out of 3. He's already won 4 50-50s.
So, I mean, the Wagner weapon banner, as you call it, it is, I guess, a form of gacha in Ting's deck. And he didn't play it yet, right?
Okay. I will say, based on the last game, he should be playing it along with the Seed Dispensary here.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, Seed, Wagner. Wow, double golden house as well. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Easy Tula.
I think that's the second best weapon. The other weapon, of course, being 1000 Floating Dream.
Yeah, that's for Wanderer.
Tula also quite good. I mean, again, as long as it's not the Claymore. So Ting won 4 50-50s and now won a weapon banner pool.
I mean, he could just play Golden House and equip it for free. Right?
Exactly.
Man.
That is why you have Golden House in the deck. You know, with 3-cost weapons, when you play Wagner, you generally don't have enough dice to equip for free right away. But that's why you play those Golden Houses. And this is going to be a very scary turn for Kevinz.
I actually think that Ting did not get as much as he wishes
These
he did.
dice,
really
though, for Kevinz.
Don't have any more cards after this. But look at Kevinz reacting here. He's
Ting
like,
is just high rolling. Holy crap.
Free weapon.
Wagner into Golden House, free weapon. And now, like,
Kevinz has to be worried about
Ting can just NA burst. Oh no, wait, can you? No, you can't.
Ting didn't play any artifacts.
NA swap.
You know that. Well, I mean, I think it's a bit telltale. Like, look at his player.
Yeah, this is so bad for Kevinz. Like,
from Ting, because that Tula,
if you want to
not only is it buffing Wanderer damage by 1, but it will be discounting charged attacks by 2.
No, this is still
charged
fine.
attacks, of course, are attacks when you're on even dice. With
right.
that swap play, Ting is now exactly at even dice. So
Kevinz can still kill Wanderer here with skill burst. With the Adeptus,
based on what just happened, there's no more dice
Gamblers on top of that as well.
Burst this round.
Well,
I think Kevinz has to go for it.
Gamblers play, right? I mean, Kevinz wants to skill burst on.
But you have to discard 3 in order to do that. Man, what do you even discard here? Timaeus?
You could tell
Chef
because
Mao
he's really
and then
taking his time and he's
fast
mostly reacting to what Ting already has shown.
Probably Larsong.
Tuning that Timaeus, this is just going to be a skill
discard.
This is exactly what we thought he was going to do.
Yeah, and we're probably not going to see a burst here. You know, if you can calculate the dice right, if you can predict it correctly,
shaking
you don't want to
his
make the wrong
head.
call, but I think the base of the
Okay,
fact
probably Larsong.
did not use Timaeus on
oh no, wait.
already gilded.
Normal attack.
Oh,
normal attack. Oh, it's still enough. Adeptus burst. It's still enough.
Is he pretending like he doesn't have enough dice?
Oh, that could be a bait.
Well, I mean,
nice bait.
He doesn't want to tune 3 anyway, but Ting might think that he doesn't have enough dice to burst on Nahida because he tuned 1 to normal.
Will Ting play around Adeptus burst?
Kevinz might also be thinking Ting may be faking not having extra dice to burst.
He does.
It's very confusing.
Damn.
There's a swap to Mona.
Damn.
Okay, so
Damn.
Playing around that Adeptus burst right now, yes. Although, interestingly enough, Adeptus burst doesn't take out Wanderer here, right? Because it. Oh wait, Quicken.
Ting is definitely not risking that.
So yeah,
no.
does 4 plus 1 from Quicken plus 3 from Adeptus. That's why it's 8. It would take out Wanderer entirely. Ting having to swap off here. Very heads up play, knowing that burst.
Yeah, Nahida NA definitely hints Adeptus burst. Yeah, good point.
So, you know, as much as we talk about Ting high roll,
that's really good play for Ting that he's able to call that.
To play around them. Now the danger here is Kevinz does have a quick swap, but one important thing, by swapping off now Nahida,
Ting will go back
to has enough to swap back onto Nahida and Adeptus burst.
Yeah, Adeptus burst, and there is the fast swap. Of course, already using the Mona passive fast swap before, and going to Wanderer to get the normal attack down. has one more normal attack left with that Chule Chulas because he's on even dice there, discounts it by 1. So Nahida would fall, 1 stack of win favored left. Kevinz has to think about this.
Yeah, he cannot stay on Cookie. Now, the main thing is thinking about, is it safe to go to Nahida?
Wait, fast swap.
Do you fast swap?
No, you can't Adeptus Burst. Now, the only thing is it safe to go to Nahida? Your opponent has not shown you. Okay,
what's going to happen anyway? No Adeptus, but we are
no
going to burst.
Adeptus.
This is going to take Wanderer down to 3.
Yeah. And I think Kevinz with that quick swap will also have priority going into next round, so can still quick swap to take out Wanderer on another character. That burst may not come out, especially because Ting.
Okay, do you NA on Wanderer?
Having to do that swap on Mona
Ting?
to play around Adeptus now doesn't have enough dice to get off of Wanderer.
Misspoke. It's only 4 because the quick sack was used when swapping to Kugi.
Right. I mean, the breakpoints here were mad. Wanderer will go down in general.
Yeah, this is good.
Look how low all of Kevinz's characters are. There's that egg. I wonder if that's gonna come
That
out.
could change. That could change something. Okay, yeah, Chef Mao pass.
It can help you and it can be totally useless. But there's the
Gamblers on Eula, yup.
Actually.
Because Eula will be the finisher.
There's no quick and stack. Nahida cannot take Wanderer out right now. I don't think Kevinz runs any Tandoori. That would be the only card that would allow Nahida to take out Wanderer here.
I didn't catch all the food cards. There's so many food
Kevinz has to kill Wanderer here, right?
Chef Mao.
Yeah, this is actually a really bad spot for Kevinz because he's kind of forced to stay on Nahida. If he switches to any other character without a quick swap, then he will go down to a Wanderer burst, and then all his other characters are just so low. So
he wants Nahida to fall. So
I think he wants a quick swap. If Kevinz can draw a quick swap, he has turn priority. He can go over to Linny and take out Wanderer before burst, because I think getting a burst off a Wanderer, he does not have it.
There is no quick swap here. Of course, though. So
you cannot even kill
1 damage
Wanderer here. Wait, yeah.
Prepare to be amazed.
Quicken. Does this kill?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Because there's no seed on
Okay,
Wanderer.
easy. Okay, 3 gamblers, 4. Yeah, GG.
Part of that was,
Ting wins again.
Wow.
Okay.
Skill on Nahida, either intentionally or because of bad.
Damn, 3 gamblers into 4. That is disgusting.
Right? Because does Kevinz bring Cookie talent in this deck?
And then there's gamblers on Eula as well. Yeah.
It does not.
It does not.
It does not. The list is 7 artifacts at the. I remember that top row, it was 7 artifacts. This does not have.
So no Cookie talent. I was thinking, could be bluffing. If Wanderer bursts Linny, does have that I haven't lost yet. We know that Kevinz tuned it. Ting does not know that Kevinz tuned that card. So I was thinking you could I haven't lost yet burst on Cookie, and then with talent that would be even more brutal for Ting.
You know
However,
what? Just
without talent, it's not as threatening, but it's still a threat.
Fourth,
I'm looking
just
at
gamblers 4th burst. What does this is it potentially skill or maybe swap?
Likely character I would expect
actually
at this point, because Wanderer's burst is up.
Wanderer burst.
You can
swap,
take out Linny here and be left
and
with
then
2
freeze with Eula.
Hydro Aura on them for Eula to clean up. And that seems like a really good trade, especially if you have Fresh Wind and Gamblers. He could even Gamblers, Fresh Wind, and then swap off of Wanderer at this point to avoid getting taken out.
There's the golden house. There's a fruit on
Pretty sure Ting will win once more. Yeah, most likely.
Tata's not gonna come up here, but Instructors might.
You know how Tata could come up? You can play it on Wanderer now for a free quick swap after he bursts.
Oh my gosh. Well, you don't have a weapon
yeah,
for
that's
Mona,
so
though.
funny.
You don't need a weapon for Mona. You would go over to
Wait,
Eula.
that's actually so funny. Yeah.
That's such a big brain play.
Yeah,
so
that's such a big brain
burst
play.
after
Yeah.
Fresh Wind?
Yes.
Wanderer burst, take out Linny, play Tada.
Oh, no flop? Okay.
Mustn't fail.
No flop.
Okay, I think Fresh Wind would have been a funny play, but maybe this is.
I would've-
This is probably,
I don't
this is
know.
probably more consistent, but
Yeah.
that would have been so funny.
Partly because.
Wait, he
you
didn't
want your
even
opponent to
gamblers.
take out Wanderer
Why?
here anyway, and really Wanderer's
It's
done
3
his
plus
job.
2
How
though.
much damage he's
What?
done. This is all Wanderer's damage, bringing Cookie Shinobu down to 6
Huh?
and Nahida down to 3, and that is through all of the other healing that has already come down.
Why?
This is how you play this deck.
The thing is, so Kevinz is sitting on that egg, does have Chef Mao, so it would be a 1-cost egg essentially. So maybe Kevinz wanting. Oh, this is not good actually. This is.
I mean, I think this is the best play. The way you want to take out Wanderer here.
He's
is with that
faking
swap.
no
Anything else
gamblers.
would be really
Okay,
inefficient.
dude.
Now, I'm
There's
pretty sure
no
Wanderer
shot
cannot
you're
threaten-
faking
threaten
plus
Cookie Shinobu
faking
because of his
gamblers.
skill.
Like, It's 3+2.
So-
Come on.
Oh, and actually the breakpoints are really good because also Eula cannot kill.
Yeah, Eula
Oh,
does
instructors?
not have Wolf's Gravestone,
Skill.
so you can't do the
Okay,
Tadable
okay.
or even
Wait,
doing the
let him
Tada.
cook.
We're just gonna go for a skill here, keeping only that fresh.
Wait,
win.
let him
Cookie
cook.
Shinobu is on 1. If that was 1 less health for
Cookie burst.
that would have been
Wait, do you
game
cookie
over
burst?
for Kevin here.
Yeah, but most importantly, that Instructor's equip does give Ting an additional dice. Now,
Probably
he has
swap.
exactly enough to go and skill or
Nashida,
even wall attack on Eula with how low the other two
Eula,
characters are.
NA.
Kevinz cannot safely go over to either of them.
There's Chef Mao. Is this going to be the
Egg.
egg? That is the
Okay.
egg. Bringing back Linny from the dead.
Ooh.
Oh, there's even a Lotus.
Actually, that
Oh,
Lotus is really
Lotus.
big because it takes a
Sweet
character
Madame.
out of range of Eula. This is looking so precarious for Kevinz, but Eula doesn't have a Wolf's Gravestone. So there are certain breakpoints, and until she uses
Oh,
that first elemental
wait.
skill of her
Lotus Nashida?
that lets her do more than 2 cryo damage at a
Because
time.
NA will just
Team's
go
luck running a bit low
to
this game. Of course, something
Linny.
he needs to be worried about. He cannot stay on Cookie
Yeah.
at all. Well, he needs to take a wander. If
Yeah.
he takes a wander, then it's fine. But that win favorite normal onto Nahida would
Huh.
just end the game immediately.
Exactly. that is very true. Yeah, it's 100% going to be a swap. I think Kevinz is figuring out who to swap to first of all, and then what food to use. We're probably going to see another food being played, provided there is enough dice. Do you protect Nahida or do you protect Linny?
I
You could
think
also
you
see
go.
gamblers onto whoever you swap to. So you give 2 Omni back, and so
Exactly.
you can have another action.
Yes.
But is that gonna save him this game? This still looks really dicey for him.
Yeah, it could. And actually,
Yeah, no matter how
so
you look
Kevinz
at
has 2 more
this,
actions
Ting
round,
is
right?
just
He
way
actually
ahead.
has the Gambler's Play, but he also has
Unless
Princess and
somehow
Wire Song, which will let him reset an
Kevin
artifact
Z
and then
is
also
able to
override
reverse
it with
whip
Gamblers
this
to
one.
give him 2 more
That
actions.
timer is ticking down. What is Kevin going to do? There's the Boar Princess,
Boar?
as you called it. There's the Liar Song. Pulling back the heart. This is going to be a free Gambler's Equip. Heart first, going on to Cookie. Ooh,
NA?
Gamblers on Cookie.
Could be a normal attack.
This is a Lotus on
Oh.
Cookie. This oh,
Okay.
wait.
Falling into the abyss.
Saving the burst for Eula, I think.
Yes.
It's
And
going
then
to heal her
burst?
as well.
Yes.
So this is Kevin Z
Interesting.
knowing that Eula probably does not have a Wolf's Gravestone. If Ting high rolled that well, if that weapon there, well, you can't even equip
Can't-
it and
no,
do
no, no,
anything.
no enough
He
dice.
knows for sure.
Wait,
Ting have
huh?
to go to Mona here. Is he just going to end?
I think he has to just end. I
But if
think
he
Just
does, Mona does
end?
go down.
yeah, and that refreshes
I
Gambler's game. It's
guess.
gonna give Kevin Z another action.
You definitely keep
This
Fluff
is actually really scary for Ting now.
for next turn, especially
I mean, we
with the
could see one
gamblers on
normal
Eula.
attack, but
Oh
doesn't really
yeah.
achieve anything because
You don't want to tune Fresh Wind.
Opponent has Lotus, and really, there's no reason to apply Hydra right now because Eula will take out.
I
any of the characters
feel
on the side,
like-
with the exception, of course.
Dude,
There's
what
the
if
end.
things
This
change
makes sense.
This does make
if
sense.
Ting
choosing
goes
to sacrifice Mona
played
here,
gamblers for the
investing
plus
everything onto
3 plus
Eula, and now the
2?
question is, can Kevin Z turn the tide to the rest of the round he has here? The timer already ticking down. He's used so much time to think, what's it going to be? You could burst and take up Mona right
Dude.
now.
Honestly, I really wonder if that Tada sacrifice
If
off of a fresh
Ting loses
would have
this
been the
because he
better play.
didn't play the
'Cause
gamblers.
Ting did have to tune
Oh
3
my
cards
god,
to skill
that's gonna
again
be
on Wanderer in order
something.
to
Yeah,
break that
Nahida
play, whereas
skill,
freezing
spread
Cookie here
the seed.
denies a lot of the healing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure,
N-
but there
wait.
is the seeds onto
Wait.
Eula. No elemental aura on her now.
Dude.
And
Oh.
With Quicken,
nothing, like anything
that's
that
7
Ting does to
Adeptus
Nahida is going to
Burst,
take her down next
Cookie.
round. Fresh
Oh
Wind, almost
no.
certainly Linny will go down as well. It's just going to be Cookie solo.
Oh
this is it,
no,
unless-
wait.
Wait, no, you go.
This
you
is-
let
this might be
fall,
cooked.
Don't you?
No. So what's gonna happen
Yeah,
is
Texas Bird.
Kevin Z is gonna sacrifice Nahida, even through Fresh Wind, go into Linny, and then Adeptus Burst on Cookie Shinobu will finish off Eula. Ting has no healing. I think he has 1 Lotus.
So how much does Burst do on Cookie right now? It does
4.
have a quick and stack. 4,
Or 5. Well, 5.
5,
Adeptus is 8.
6, 7, 8.
Then there's a swap off of Cookie
So
to do an extra 1.
7
He's
on
exactly
Eula.
It is because of the Sanctifying Ring.
Yes. So Ting needs to find a Lotus. If he
Yeah.
That's
finds-
2 countdowns.
He
does a 2
needs to
countdowns. He
play.
can only afford to play 1 this round, I believe, or else
Yeah,
he will not have enough
he
dice.
can only play 1.
There's the Fresh Wind.
Okay, there's
is he
the
just
Fresh
gonna
Wind.
go for it?
You can normal
Oh.
attack first and then count down.
Countdown,
'Cause
yeah.
he still has
Look for
turn power. You can
Lotus.
see what his opponent does.
Oh,
If
it's
Kevin
an
Z for
honor
some
to
reason,
be
okay.
here.
If he some reason swaps over to
Oh,
Cookie
it's
Ting
Shinobu.
should.
Two because of the quick and sack. Oh, he's
no, wait.
go for it.
Drop
Ting.
curtain.
No.
Okay, Adeptus Burst.
This is
GG.
going to be it. There's the Adeptus. Kevinz tuning to go for that first. Eula is going to fall. Kevinz taking game 2 against Ting. The High Roller has been defeated.
Yeah, that was, I think, I don't know the artifact combination.
Look at this set.
All right.
Honestly,
So,
look at the cards too.
Ting
Wait,
goes
This is a new
for
one from Ting.
it's not really new.
official
It's not really new.
Kazuha
And Ting, I
cube.
think, is notorious for playing this in the Cat's Gathering tournament. I don't know if it was with Kazuha. I don't remember.
I don't know who
what
will
any
win.
character is
I
with.
think Kevinz
It was
will
on
win
that,
this
but now
game
Kazuha
3.
has received those.
Alright, let's see what
By
Kevinz
one elemental
plays
die,
here.
But provided you only have 2 fewer cards in hand, and it's a very aggressive card.
Oh my god, it's the whale.
Like Ting.
Yep,
Oh.
there it is.
Kevinz bringing out his own
Okay,
whale
Kevinz
deck. Here
wins.
is the big reveal. This is just as I predicted.
Easily.
I think this is the time for Kevinz to seize the momentum against his opponent.
Yeah.
He thinks so too. This is a very scary deck. There's a reason why whale has been banned. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, and
let's
actually,
see
it's a
it.
good interaction to call out. You know, if you have a Day of Resistance on you, you can play Tada and mitigate their damage. It's actually normally pretty hard to use up all 4 shields on Day of Resistance, but if you deal 1 damage to yourself,
Ooh,
Yeah,
Marchose,
but here we
Hunter,
go. This is game
and
3 of the grand finals of the Prince Cup
Lyra
Atlantic
Harbor
tournament.
Wharf.
Beginning now.
Dude,
If you're
yeah.
joining us here over on Genshin Official, over on Astro Carnival's Twitch, make
Easy
your way over to Astro Carnival's
opener
YouTube,
for
where you can
Kevinz.
enter into that 1,000
So,
Primo Gem
pitching
raffle that is
skill.
happening every game. There will be 2 winners
And then Harbor
announced
Wharf,
at the end of
Marchose
each
Hunter
match. So you better
on
hope
Whale,
this goes
pass.
on to Game
Yep.
7. These 2 legendary players here giving us a great show already. Additionally, that QR code there, scan it and tell us your thoughts if you like what we're doing here. Make
Oh
your
yeah,
voice be
Kevinz
heard.
runs
Thank you so
the
much.
Day of
yeah, so
Resistance
Ting here with a deck with
arcane.
Electrocharge reaction, or Super
How
Conduct, rather,
interesting.
is I mean pretty good at dealing damage to Whale off field, really threatening Whale.
Wow, nice
to,
dice. What the
not
hell?
get that much HP.
What is it with you and Sumi calling the superconduct reaction electrocharge?
You know what?
Bruh.
We're still shell shocked.
Okay, might as well float 8.
The Oceanid meta, the
Jeez.
official Oceanid meta, when Electrocharge was the premier reaction.
So Serene.
Ting and I, again, taking a sip of water at the same exact time. Sorry, I look at him. Stay hydrated, guys. But look, Kevinz playing that Serene. What is he going to get? It is a 0-cost Melocene card, so it could be 1 of 7. We don't know what it is
One of
until he
7.
plays it.
Unfortunately, Kevinz's dice are not very good. You usually do probably want to lead in with a Kachin skill. Again, starting to generate those stilettos. Most of them will be used for
Marchose
tuning.
Hunter, Harbor
It can
Wharf.
occasionally
Yeah.
come out.
Marchose Hunter, what is it going to be?
Oh,
Oh, wait, this is
this is a new one. This is the Rona.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
super
so
event
throwing
card.
a 0 cost and a super awesome event card.
Yeah,
is
super
added to
awesome
your
event
hand
card.
Next rounds at the end of the round. So
That's actually
we're gonna
really
see
good.
Kevinz
Round
gets
1?
here.
Yeah, and
Hey,
as a reminder,
yo.
those event cards always are resonances.
That's actually
or,
pretty good.
Either elemental or regional.
Throna, of course, wanting to join the Marchose Phantoms.
Oh.
Yeah. So what are we getting? Oh, it's
Ooh.
Sumeru Res. That is pretty big, I think.
Wow, yeah,
one
Sumeru
of the main
Resonance.
cards that Kevinz probably wants to dig for is Laboratory.
Sheesh.
It's one of the cards that lets you get a lot of dice on one turn with the Whale deck when you're tuning and discarding so many cards. So that could come up. I would say probably not the best Resonance for Kevinz at this moment. He would love a Hydro Resonance against such an aggressive deck. Okay, we're 6 Melocenes down.
We are 6 milliseconds.
Alright.
Well, it's not. It's an
Oh,
event card.
boy.
It's not necessarily a resonance that's added to your hand.
Oh, no. So it actually is, yeah. So it's always one of the 4 elemental resonances
Really?
or a regional resonance, yes. Or one of the 4 regional ones.
Huh. That's really interesting.
Yeah, you never get any other event card, which makes it
That's
actually
not how the
very
wording
powerful.
is.
No, it's not. Well, you
It's-
know, you just have to. It's
So
doesn't
so-
the law say anything being what type of cards that?
Well, it's a super awesome event card.
and
so
they're
that
super
means
awesome.
okay, I guess so.
Yeah,
So
they're
now
not
we
just
know what
regular
super awesome
awesome.
event card means.
Super awesome.
So you get to go beyond the boundaries of deck building
Of
and
course.
get resonance cards, even if you don't have that resonance in your
Let's
deck.
see if
Yeah, so that
Kevin
could be
Z
very
can
hard to
get
play
at
around, right?
least
But of course, I think Sumeru Res is resonance
6
is probably not
stacks
one
on
of the
Whale,
best things that
round
Kevinz can pull at this
2,
point.
and then
Sumeru
round
pretty
3.
good. There's not really
12
anything
plus.
bad you can roll here.
Alright, let's see it.
Tuning that Clam, going for a skill here. It's going to generate Stiletto, and that is another card that could be discarded for Whale. Poor Whale at 3 health right now, not building any HP at all.
I mean, it goes up so fast. There's really no danger for Kevin Z here. He'll immediately get 3 HP. He just be very careful, but it's more worrying that Kaching
Okay, plus
is
3.
already down at 3. Will go down to another skill from the cube.
There's that laboratory ruins.
Yeah, there's
as well
the
for
laboratory.
Kevinz.
I don't think you played laboratory this. I mean, honestly, the moment every time I see laboratory, I always play it early.
Now,
That's
unfortunately, though, if
just
he does
me.
swap off, he will leave himself open to a superconduct reaction. So it might actually be a good time to sacrifice Kaching. I don't think we want to play that Ocean Hued Clam. Normally that's either tuning fodder or going to go onto Whale and late in the game.
With Serene, you can always generate it, you know, if you're lucky enough. Of course, Kevinz having the unlucky roller deck, you never know if he's actually going to be able to generate it or not, but Kevinz taking his time.
Oh yeah, I
when
don't
the
think
timer
Kevinz
is
will
going
play
down,
Countdown.
Will be tuning the other clam
Just,
just
yeah,
as predicted,
you have Serene and Harbor Wharf. That's like 5 draw or 5 cards next round.
Stiletto.
Standing stilettos. I mean, that's really the name of the game. Now, what
So,
the stilettos are really doing is every time
how
Kevinz
many?
tunes stiletto,
4,
think of it
5,
as an
6,
extra
7.
stack on Whale's burst, right?
So
And of course,
Kevinz
every stack
needs
not
to
only does
discard
additional damage,
2.
but is a shield for Whale and all
So
the
it's
other
definitely
characters
gonna
on that team.
be
Ting is
lightning,
playing an aggressive
stiletto
deck,
and then
right?
Countdown.
And you want all of the damage mitigation you can get, because look how fast
Wait, let's see if
Kevinz is taking
Ting.
damage here.
So does Kazuha currently have a plunging attack?
He does, and a quick swap plunge impact too.
With Sapwood?
Yes.
Skill?
Oh, wait, Gambler's onto Cryocube.
It's gonna be
is going to tune
Gambler
3
skill.
instead?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on Cryocube. I think I like staying on Cryocube. You want to save that Kazuha plunge for when the elemental application will actually come up. So what I'm predicting to see from Ting here, he will probably... Oh, actually, he's 1 dice off, but I thought he was going to probably skill Gamblers and then... he's going to burst.
He already put Gamblers on Cryocube.
What do you discard
Okay,
here?
So,
Here's a sequence from Ting
It's
that I'm going to
tough.
predict. He's going to
Okay.
skill, get 2 dice from Gamblers, and he's going to burst
Tada,
on
yeah.
Cryocube. Then he's going to Covenant
right?
Gladiator
Okay.
after tuning 1 card to
idea.
go down to 2 cards, and then normal attack on Cryocube
Obviously,
for a ton
Cryocube.
of damage. This is going to
That-
put so much
To
pressure.
discard.
That's really scary. And, I mean,
And
it's
then
already
Ting,
starting
wait,
to happen.
Yeah.
Ting going for
Ting
that
will
skill
just
on Cryocube, generating
burst.
those 2 Omni dice. Ting does fall on Kevin Z's side, and now he has to choose
Wait,
who to go
can
to.
Ting
It
cook
will be
this?
his own Cryocube, and now is this going to play
I
out
don't
the way
think
Ting
so.
thinks
I
it's
feel
going
like
to play
Kevin
out? Is it going to be a
Kevin
Cryocube
Z
burst? I
still
think
got
it will be.
I
this.
think it will be. You're almost certainly going to go for the burst right now. It's going to
Yeah,
be very good.
okay,
at
there you go.
This is
6
focused on
stacks,
dealing off-field
R2.
damage to Whale, right? You can control
Wait.
where that cryo burst
Yep.
lands.
Wait, should have played that before today.
No,
And then
I
next
think-
turn
I think
or
Kevinz
next
wants to
round,
save all
it's
the
gonna
triggers for laboratory
be-
for next round.
Interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't need an extra
So
dice
that
this
was
round.
intentional.
That was 100% intentional.
Here is the skill from Kevin Z's own Cryocube, now completely out of dice, triggering Ting's Cryocube Revive. And now Ting has a choice to
Next
make. I
round,
think it will
Kevin
be
Z
a
can
burst on
easily
Cryocube,
get
but the thing is, what to do
15
after
plus
that. Is he actually
even.
going to play Covenant?
Stacks
So if
on
he-
Whale.
If he bursts now, Cryocube goes down to 3. There's a superconduct reaction that happens, and then there's a summon that's created. If he normal attacks again, that is a cryo application, yet another piercing damage. I believe that will be enough to take out Cryocube. I haven't done the exact math, but I think it's 3 damage, and then 1 plus the superconduct 2 flips ice superconduct from Whale. Yes. Yes. it
So
will
what do you
take out
discard
Cryocube.
here?
I want to point
Again,
out these players' heart rates at the moment. Ting is the
might
calmest
as
we've
well,
seen in this
right? The
entire
Gladiator,
series. Here on
and then
game
go for
3,
burst.
he's sitting at around 85. It's
Or
going back and
maybe
forth between,
Covenant?
Like 83, 86.
I
He
don't
is
know.
actually calm this time.
Covenant
Yeah,
is
I
really
think he's a
good
very
for
good reason to become.
Kazuha.
This looks like a very favorable matchup. He's giving so little time for Kevin Z to build up Whale stacks. Ooh,
Oh,
Okay, so it's
wait,
Sapwood on
what?
Kazuha, and with this Covenant, this swap is going to be a normal attack
What a
here.
burst
With
would
that
be
electro
way
application, he will get 2
better.
more Animal Dice back because of that Sapwood.
yeah, we.
Wait.
Okay, Kevin
Oh,
Z,
no,
again, we might see a
wait.
return a liaison here to
I don't
go
know.
onto Kazuha, maybe to fix dice or draw a card. I'm surprised. I think I would have gone for the Cryocube burst there. You have your Cryocube around. You have those 2 summons. You
Cryocube
are ending on
burst,
solo
I
Kazuha,
feel like
and you
was
will
definitely
use
way
your cube
better.
to
It
Whale
deals
to
more
summon next round, but it
damage. You
looks
have the
pretty
summon
good.
as well.
This is... Wait, how do you lose your cube to Whale?
Okay,
If you
Kazuha
stay on cube and
burst?
did the
I
burst
don't
normal
Oh
know.
yeah, but I think you're fine
Okay,
with that, right? 'Cause
sure,
you get
like-
the cryo application down, but ooh...
Inazuma Res.
Yeah,
That's
Zuma
what it is.
Rest,
That
that's
could be
useless.
pretty big. That's
No,
going
it's
to-
bad.
You
It's
think it's
bad, yeah.
You know why? Because Inazuma's res fixes your dice.
Yeah,
and
Cube's
Whale,
dead. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, and you don't have any characters left because Cryocube finally fell.
Whale can solo. Dude, Whale can 1v3. Oh boy, yeah, Kevinz wins.
Yes, Kevinz low rolled the 2, I think, worst resonances. He probably could have gotten Monster Resonance.
1
maybe
usable.
He would have
Nice.
loved an Elemental Resonance, right? Something like Cryo Resonance, Hydro, but that is not at
Kevinz
all
can definitely go for skill, burst skill. Because this is +3. You have the Martrose Hunter, that's +2. So 8 plus 5, that's that's 13 dice. So yeah, skill, burst skill, yeah, GG.
At some point, it only does 1 initial damage, but it's going to take 2 more rounds to get full utility. Now, this line also did take
So he discarded 2 costs, which means he discard Warf.
Plus, he cannot skill safely on Kazuha.
Veteran's Visage.
Right after that, which
And then 0 cost, 0 cost, 0 cost.
Ideally, if you are Kevinz,
yeah, that's easily plus. Plus 12 stacks already.
Was that before the Trong Universe?
Or 12 stacks, sorry, yeah.
Just not getting exactly, he doesn't have Lutine at all.
Right.
Sumer Resonance for Vanessa.
But that's the thing, it does take time for it to build up. And, you know, Ting is not giving Kevinz that time. But we're going to see a lot of problems now for Ting because...
Okay.
You know,
Whale is going to start building that health,
so
discard.
That's 12 stacks.
Still has so many more off elemental dice that he can basically tune and gain HP with on that Whale. And this is going to be bad for Ting if he doesn't put a stop to it.
Yeah, I mean,
skill,
Superconduct are not very powerful
skill, burst, yeah.
HP character that Whale is right now. And we're going to have it see, you know, we saw a lot of damage go down early on, but that's because of the power of the AoE reactions. There are no more characters left to get efficiency from.
Honestly, even if Ting went for Cryocube Burst last round, it's not gonna be enough to take down Whale, because Whale will get a lot of HP here.
Yep.
Okay, wow, play Seed? Wait, really? He's okay. Kevinz will definitely go for Sunyata. Sunyata to the Seed box.
You're not that worried about discounting another card next turn.
I don't know.
You almost 100%. Just go for the Sunyata and see. In fact, what he could do if he gets cards he doesn't want is use that Sumer Resonance.
He can still play Sumer Resonance after his Sunyata.
So you don't want the Inazuma Res. Ooh, we're tuning the Melusines. I think we're going to be tuning the Inazuma Res.
Okay, I know what that one is. That one was Puka. I'm 100% sure that was Puka.
Puka, 0 cost, generates 2 companions. She collects pretty stones, by the way.
Ah.
Oh, it's Haromaru.
Okay, so most importantly, Puka doesn't generate 2 companions. She fills both sides of the board with companions.
With full companions.
Yes.
So discard. Discard. That's easily 15 stacks.
Ting's entire board would fill with companions.
Unironically, Kevinz is low rolling his Serenes.
He kind of is.
Really
that is so unfortunate.
I think he still is kind of favored in this matchup. He has to be very careful.
The other Melusine being tuned, I wonder which one it is.
It's probably, it could be a second Puka.
It could be a second Puka.
Oh, that would be, or it could be a Lutine and doesn't want to risk at this point. Although I think you always would.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter what you discard here. You already reached 12 stacks.
Everything else would give
so might as well just go skill.
It's definitely really hard to say.
Yeah, just skill, burst, skill.
Melusine cards
There's nothing to think about.
Now at
okay, plus Veteran's Visage. Okay.
And this will be a -5 skill. Gonna consume that Paimon up.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna have a very big turn here. Gonna be able to use another skill and a burst, and we're gonna get a trigger off that laboratory as well. I don't think there's enough damage here.
I also don't think there's enough damage here. But it immediately swaps over onto Cryocube. Kevinz, of course, is going to be taking Cryocube out just with a normal attack.
Yeah, I guess Cryocube Burst doesn't actually provide a lot of value in the long run, and so there's no real reason to rush for it. Kazuha's Burst about as good, but I don't think you can take out the Whale here.
Actually, I think Kevinz just wins this game.
Yeah, this is
Kevinz is really set up to win here because, like, even though it looks so
good
for
Whale
Ting,
is just broken. It's just a broken card, man.
And we were hyping Ting up. We thought that Ting had the massive advantage here, but Kevinz, even though he low rolled those Melusine cards.
I mean, that's all you really need for it to just generate.
Honestly, why not Sumer rest for Vanessa? It doesn't matter.
Will be winning this game here. Another burst from Whale here into another skill would be quite powerful.
Yeah, Kevinz wins anyway. Like, there's no point in like, you know.
There's the skill, -5. Kazuha has fallen.
Yeah, well,
And
there
now
we go.
we're gonna heal 2 because it was 2-3 costs and 1-2 costs that
GG.
were discarded.
You know what's even worse for Ting here? Kevin's gonna play that Favonius Cathedral as well.
You think so?
Yes.
But there's the burst from Whale. It would do piercing damage if only there were other characters alive. But Fischl does have the Hydro application now. Will be taking Electro
might as well pick Cathedral here.
And there's the Favonius Cathedral.
Yeah, that will seal the deal here for sure.
And Ting declaring his end second. Look at that. Fischl's literally on 1 health, has burst available, but Kevinz is just going to be able to go for the skill here. I wonder if he's going to do something with it though. I think it'd be really fun.
No, Kevinz is shaking his head because he got Mondstadt resonance off the final of Tharona, which again, the regional ones are the worst ones you get. You really want those elemental ones. He's rolling so hard.
I wonder, he's not going to BM. I thought he would BM and play Tadara.
Kevinz never BMs.
Immediately goes for the skill, takes out Ting, and this is game 3 going to Kevinz. The score is now 2-1 in Kevinz's favor.
Alright, it's going to be Mew.
Here is the reveal. Ting going again with Mew, that Mona Eula Wanderer deck. Really, this is a nice staple deck.
Run it back, or not really, but
yeah, so
he definitely went back
TCG for that long. I mean, for those of you who
going
have a very
Mew.
familiar deck, but this is famous.
Alright, let's see what Kevinz goes for. Alright, oh yeah, I have to...
with it to really pull off the win. You need everything you need the first couple rounds because it is an aggro deck. But it looks
actually, I have no idea. I'm voting for Ting
with his own freeze, except it's Sayu this time instead of Wanderer.
Actually, very interesting. It's okay. So these two decks are basically the same deck, but all the characters have been swapped out for Kevinz, right? Instead of Mono, you have Herald. Instead of Wanderer, you have Sayu. And
here we go, game 4.
There's the pop-up on the screen. So just a reminder, as we enter this game, a raffle has started over on the Astro Carnival YouTube channel. Head on over there to enter for 1,000 Primo Gems. Additionally, that QR code will be appearing, so stay tuned for that. But
early Herald talent for Kevinz.
Grand finals of the Astro Carnival Prince Cup Tournament Atlantic between 2 legends, Ting and Kevinz. Ting the Godslayer, Kevinz the Honored One.
Yeah, Kevinz falling from the upper bracket very early on, knocked down by Ting in a 3-0 clean sweep, but rolling back, fighting his way through the North American Prince Cup champion.
And both Ting and Kevinz have taken down the North American Prince Cup champion in this tournament. They were the 2 players that actually defeated him. He won last year. He won everything. Robot Wizard. Just want to give him another shout out. You know, he has performed so well. Did make it into the top 3.
Timis.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough matchup for Ting, especially because Kevinz's deck again is very famous.
Yeah, Heart, Talent, Liben.
Worth of cards and passing the turn. That's what we're gonna see.
Yeah,
now.
okay, yeah.
Yep. So this is
Kevinz definitely needs to float 8 there.
So basically, you
goes to Wanderer. Okay, interesting.
Well, you just go to ramp for next round.
Nice.
And the reason why this is so good against the Mona Eula Wanderer deck, so that deck is so crucial on its swirl effect from that Hydro. Now, if you end before your Mona opponent, both summons and the
Kevinz next round going to swap Sayu,
very first action on that round,
and then Wanderer will NA on Herald.
Ting knows this as well.
Herald revived.
At the very
Ting will get cursed, and yeah.
Have that ramp 8. He needed to go to Wanderer immediately so he can get that swell.
And look at the damage already dealt on the side of Kevinz
well,
on that Wanderer swirl.
Herald hasn't flipped yet, but yes, it's definitely.
I mean, Herald hasn't flipped yet. However, it still is like it's set up very nicely for Ting, I think.
Yeah, definitely set up very nicely for Ting. Although you really do want that ramp, right? Not having either a Wagner or a Tamias. So the usual way you want to start with the Mona Eula Wanderer deck is to stay on Mona round 1 and then play like a Liben followed by a Tamias or Wagner in order to take those 5 dice into the next round where you combo off a Wanderer. This is a much more slower start.
Fair enough, actually.
So there is the prepared skill from Herald. The next follow-up is Unstoppable. Ting going for Seed Dispensary into Tamias, drawing out Instructors, which is honestly exactly what he wants. And it's totally free to equip as a 2-cost.
It is. I don't think you want to override. So Wanderer still has a Gilded right now. Of course, anytime you use a reaction, he's going to override it.
Oh, okay, wow.
I mean, so
interesting.
He can generate dice every time he does a swirl, and I think that's more important this turn to match Kevinz's ramp from
Do you skill?
So the important reason for
okay.
equipping the instructors there is this does give Ting the enough dice to skill again and burst.
Yes, exactly. And with Gilded, you could draw cards, but what's it gonna do for you, especially since Kevinz
skill,
this round? And what are you gonna do here? There's no quick on Kevinz. He's locked into that prepared skill on Herald.
Oh wait,
no, Curse of the Undercurrent because of Herald. Hold on. Wait, we missed that. We both missed that.
That's actually, if Ting didn't factor that in, that's going to be a crucial misstep. And then you would have much rather have kept that Gilded Dreams. This could actually cost him the game if it was not an intended play. We'll have to see. I don't see any other good way for him to use up the last few dice. He cannot play Countdown. He cannot even play Wagner right now.
Liar Song, pulling back the heart, playing Boar Princess, putting back the heart on Herald, and is going to wait to equip any of those artifacts. But Ting should know it's coming. Just going for that normal here. Not caring if Wander falls, I guess. Just putting all that damage down. He's got dice to swap over too.
Swap.
This does make sense in some way because the burst isn't super relevant on
Ting
Herald.
is
You don't want to burst Herald
playing this really fast.
Right? Chongyun also is the one with Golden Troop. Golden Troop's reward that Kevinz equipped at the beginning of round 1. So it's getting a dice discount.
Oh, dude, Herald can solo. Herald can skill twice, kill Mona.
This basically signals to Kevinz he's going to be ending his turn here. Of course, Kevinz finally
can even skill again with another Gilded, bro.
And has a free Gilded still. So Ting is in a little bit of a pickle here because I think Kevinz
needs to play Gilded right now. Go for another skill, kill Mona. Yeah, there we go.
Sayu can only do.
And then NA
I think we're gonna stay on
after
here and maybe Gamblers and skill again. But this could be a
just
really
skill first.
Herald sweep turn. We've not actually seen this line come out of this deck because it's so rare that you want to be on Herald. But once Herald flips. So the key thing about this Herald Sayu Chongyun deck, what you want to be doing is doing about 5 damage every time you spend 3 dice. That could be Sayu with a Swirl Prepare skill. It could be Herald with a flip, or it could even be Chongyun with something like a Wolf's Gravestone. But that important number is just to pile on damage. So Kevinz perfectly happy to stay on Herald now that it's flipped.
I think that's exactly what we're going to see here, that Gilded did go back onto Herald. Both Gildeds used up now for Kevinz. And it should just be another skill that will do 5 damage to Mona, take her out, and he still has enough dice for one more action. Could even go for a Gambler's play here.
Yeah. He is one, notably, Kevinz is one shot of being able
there's
to
Gamblers.
Mona, and then use
it's GG then.
Take out Eula.
Wait.
If he had one more dice this round, then he would have to sweep Ting's entire team.
One more Boar Princess, but there is a Gambler's equip, and this will be another prepared skill. Goodbye, Mona. The fob is just enough to take her out, doing exactly
Eula.
5 overall,
and then
gets that dice refresh from the Gamblers.
Yeah, I think that Herald talent is really going to be clutch here. I think that's really going to stress out Ting's deck next round, particularly because he doesn't have any ramp cards, right? That Timaeus only at 0 stats.
Goes to
Not going
Chongyun.
to give him any free weapon equips.
There is a swap to Chongyun and has the perfect dice to go for a skill here. Now Sayu is set up for a chain freeze onto Eula.
Actually, that's really smart.
Not careful.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. You know, we're gonna waste 2 die.
Oh, Wolf's Gravestone. Gamblers, no fluff.
Immediately set up for that freeze. So this is really asking Ting, does he have Fresh Wind and a quick swap in hand? If he does not, he's in a really difficult situation and did not
Kevinz wins this.
Did not draw it, and Ting is in a really big pickle. This is the consequence
Looking
of
for
not
fluff.
Playing 3 dice
no
down to
fluff.
countdown. And
even if Ting fluff, like
no Fresh Wind. He already had that Gambles at the beginning, but also not drawing a
Ting could go for NA skill
a swirl from Sayu would
and then slow
Wander.
swap.
You don't have a quick swap over to Wanderer to burst, and even if you did, you just go over to Sayu if you're Kevinz and swirl the Hydra onto Eula instead. This is not looking good for Ting. This might be game 3 for Kevinz already.
Yeah, it's looking good for Ting, although Kevinz also does not have a lot of dice. I think what we're going to see is a Lotus.
Herald skill, GG.
Although
interesting. So Kevinz choosing to go over to Herald here, probably going to use up that Cryo Aura to freeze. Does have one round left of
Frost
Shield.
Yeah.
There's Lotus for Ting. He could Lotus Wanderer, and then
does Kevinz.
dude, still though, no fluff, man.
Ting needs to avoid a gambler's trigger from Herald will end the game, and I don't think there's any way for him to.
No, the game's already over anyway. Well, you have to Lotus. Do you Lotus? Do you Lotus Wander?
Lotus. Well, if you Lotus and swap, then there's no way that you can.
No, you don't swap. Do you end on Eula and Lotus Wander?
He's still fishing for fluff.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
Oh man.
It looks like that is not it. Playing that fruit that I think
man,
the card that can get out of this situation. I don't think there is one, but yeah, that curse of the undercurrent really taxing the dice. He had 2 extra dice this round. Would really loved to be able to go into
Ting loses this.
And take out.
Wait, are we actually gonna get 4-1?
But I think even then.
I mean,
damn.
this is definitely game over for Ting. I see his heart rate going down.
Yeah.
He knows that this is over. Still Lotusing.
Yeah,
He's
this is
going to be swapping over to Wander and eating the rest of that skill. But this is going to be it. What are you going to do? You have to end.
Yeah.
You have to end. And
NA burst. Yeah.
We're going to 2 and 3.
And NA skill.
Whatever.
Yeah,
the gambler's refresh. It doesn't matter what you do. And this should just be a burst to finish things off.
If he's flashy about it.
No, he's not flashy. He's going
Ting's luck ran out.
Taking Ting out to win his 3rd game and the 4th game.
Actual Herald solo. Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Ting plays Crab. Because Kevinz's last deck is going to be Mono Kazuha. And obviously Mono Kazuha is not gonna do shit against the Crab. Like, yeah.
I mean, it's still like that spice, the spicy crab variant, the double pyro.
Oh, Ting plays the food variant of the crab. Interesting.
But the manifestation there along with
which is,
yeah, there it is. His last deck to play, Mona Kazuha Senora.
Big on pushing station as a name.
Kevinz needs to win this deck.
That is why he is the honored one.
In order to claim that champion title.
He really loves these overload reactions.
All right, here we go. Game number 5.
We're gonna have to find out.
I think we all know what's gonna happen, so
Kevinz is 3 games.
I don't think I'm gonna commentary much in this game because yeah, Ting will just win 100%.
Let's see how this game goes. The raffle has started over on Astro Chronicles YouTube channel. Make your way on over there and enter. Figure out how to enter with the moderator's instructions. Additionally, there is a QR code on your screen. If you want to submit feedback to us, tell us how much you love our casting. Tell us how much you love my puns.
Yeah.
Countdown. Yeah, it's Jover.
I haven't heard any. Have I? Did I miss one?
Okay. Well, here, talk about the game while I think.
All right, go next.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we have the crab.
Alright, I'm gonna conserve the energy at this point.
Were really focusing on trying to build up crab as big as possible to this big end game boss, kind of like whale. But that's actually the incorrect strategy. You want to use crab as sort of a tank to keep your other 2 characters alive, so that their artifacts can continue generating shields. Now, what we're probably going to see from Ting here is a countdown to draw a lot of cards, equipping the tenacity, and then dropping Liben. As long as he gets hit this round,
okay, you know what?
Tenacity will generate an extra die for that Liben.
I'm gonna grab some snack. Be right back.
Into the next round.
That was a nice explanation. Get it? Because Senora has ice. It's a freeze deck. It's.
Chat, please let Leah know that we'll need to do a little bit better than that. I
didn't have much time to prepare my jokes. What are you talking about? See, because Mona's Hydro.
That was. Oh, it's a full ramp turn.
It's full ramp. This is the Mona full ramp turn. I mean, this happens sometimes, but yeah, that was Light of Fuller Incision onto Kazuha, full cost, minus and Lieben Pass.
Okay, and that was actually bad for Ting. So very astute. Ting went for a different play. Ooh, drawing another artifact there.
Ooh, General's Ancient Helm going onto Kazuha.
So most notably, because Kevinz didn't make a play that would hit Crab that round, Ting cannot get an extra dice off of that tenacity, which means Liben would not trigger that round. So instead, going for the Tamaya's play, very heads up.
What do you think happened to Kevin A through Y?
Kevinz defeated all of them, and that is why he is the honored.
That's why he's here. That's why he's ascending to godhood.
He is the end of the alphabet.
Sounds good.
So Kevin's A
Sounds
through
good
Y.
to
Ooh,
Interesting.
reactionless.
Reactionless indeed, but this will swap onto Signora immediately, and Thunder Manifestation's Lightning Rod is now on Kazuha.
Yeah, I wonder if this is because, you know, Kevinz knows that Ting does have that Crab Talent. And if you don't know, Crab Talent applies Pyro to the active character. So if Kevinz had gone for a Mona skill there, Ting could have punished that so severely by just equipping Crab Talent not only to get value off the shield, but cleanse the Hydra off.
This is really interesting because if Ting equips that Crab Talent, well, now we can cleanse the Cryo with it. But Kevinz would just be able to swap to Kazuha and swirl it. So
yeah.
Kevinz is going to have to worry about these Pyro applications. There's one on Signora at the moment, and this deck, Ting is running straight up Pyro Resonance. I don't remember if we saw it, but it 1,000,000% should have it. And those Thunder Manifestation skills are going to hit really hard and off-field as well.
Off-field, yeah, definitely because of that Lightning Roll. We haven't seen Manifestation in quite a while, but that status on Kazuha right next to his plunge attack means that is the character that Thunder Manifestation skill will target. So it will not hit Signora in this case. A normal attack will, but that Lightning skill will go onto Kazuha, and that's actually what Ting wants. So I didn't have time to explain this earlier, but you know, this is really going to dominate this matchup, which is, can Kevinz avoid damage from that Lightning Rod on the important characters? You really want Mona to be taking as much damage as possible.
Well, it's not Mona taking damage right now, but it is Signora, and if she goes to under or 4 HP or under, she will flip to her Crimson Witch of Ember state starting the turn coming up. So Kevinz is going to have to be really careful, not only to manage those elemental auras, but also the health. But there we go, that Cryo application on Crab, because Ting chose not to cleanse it. Yeah, and the swap over to Kazuha will be swirling it as a plunge attack.
Yeah, and this is kind of the combo with these weapons. Your Light of Fallen Incision giving you a dice back off for every normal attack, and of course, with Kazuha's recent rework, when you swap back to him after using a skill, it will trigger a normal attack, but importantly, unlike a Prepare skill, that gives you any bonuses that normally come off of a normal attack. So getting that extra die there. Now, I actually don't really like Ting staying on Crab in that last one. That opened up the ability for that Kazuha swirl, and now Crab is going to have another Cryo applied at the end of the round.
I think this is fine. So Ting, knowing this, swapped over to Toma after playing Macaron. So if Kevinz swirls the Cryo again onto Crab, which is what he's going to do with this burst, the sheer cold applying Cryo is not going to matter, and then Ting can then cleanse it with Cryo, with Crab's talent.
Crab talent. I mean, that's almost exactly what's going to happen. He definitely wants to play as the first card. It's again, we haven't seen Crab in a while, so there's a funny interaction. The shields that go onto Crab, it eats all of the shield statuses on your entire team, but that doesn't happen until you play your first card. And Crab talent buffs any shields that are eaten by Crabs. It's very important that we start with Crab talent here.
It is, and look at Ting keeping all of that Pyro. I think, you know, playing the Macarons on Toma tells me he's probably going to be staying on Toma a little bit to take damage and keep healing up. There's one more stack of healing there from the Macarons.
Yeah, Toma burst is actually very important in this matchup. Like I said, Kevinz's main struggle is going to be getting damage to stick on Crab, especially when we get down to solo Crab. Now, the reason why Toma is so good with Crab is Crab's shields. It will eat a shield status, but it doesn't matter how big that shield is. So you can see here, every 1 shield that Toma normally generates gives actually Crab 2 shields. This is how this deck gains value. Turning,
so scary.
Turning Toma's skill from a 2 damage, 1 shield into effectively 2 damage, 2 shields.
Yeah, but, you know, that means that Toma is kind of left unprotected here, which is probably why Ting is bringing things like Macarons, because you want that sustain for your characters who are shieldless, because Crab's stealing all those shields. But there's Boar Princess into Gilded Dream's replacement on Kevinz's Kazuha. I don't think Kevinz really cares. He's just going to go for another skill here.
Yeah, this is the big turn for Kevinz. He has that weapon equip on Kazuha.
Tandori fast swap. How much is that? With Lightning Rod on Kazuha, how much does that do? So
Tandori fast, that would be
5, 6.
That would be 6, I believe.
Doesn't have the dice for it though.
8.
Doesn't have the dice for it.
Yeah, no, it's 6. 6 and 8. Wait, 4. So no, it is right. It is right. It is right. Yeah.
He doesn't have the dice for it.
But as long as Ting ends first, that Lightning Rod will persist on Kazuha. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah.
This is.
That's it.
This is a bit worrisome. Kevinz is in trouble here, I think, and Toma, being the tank he is, every time he's hit here, he's gonna heal up, and I think this is Ting countering this deck Kevinz brought, honestly.
Okay, we don't want to speak too soon. We're going to really see why Kazuha is being played in this deck. He does a lot of damage, especially with Light of Falling Incision, giving him an extra die. Basically, that die is really spent doing the swap strategy. Every time he swaps, he deals a significant amount of damage to the entire team. I don't actually think it's enough to take out Thoma, though, especially with only one Timaeus remaining.
So another swap will be a plunging attack, and then the free Gambler's replacement on Kazuha will eat up the last boar stack and give another action.
I believe so. Let's see. I think there's one more Light of Falling Incision stackable, so we'll probably get one more plunge combo, which I think is enough to take out Thoma here.
Here's this. Thoma is definitely going to be falling here.
Oh, but the breakpoints are pretty good for Ting here. He will lose Thoma, but I think Manifestation will be left alive. So can Crab Soul... Unfortunately, though, Thoma as the one with the shield going down is very...
I think Ting is going to go to Crab. After Thoma falls, Ting is going to go to Crab. Has a fast swap, can just take out Kazuha after. Or maybe he's confident he can end on Manifestation, but it just depends on how many... Kevinz has so many cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean... You know, once that Timaeus is used up, I think Ting will be a lot less afraid, and he might need every single dice at the beginning of next round to really get going. Unfortunately, you know, this is the scary part of Kevinz's deck. It is very much an aggro deck plus freeze, and Ting right now needs to weather this storm from Kazuha and just survive for 1 or 2 more rounds.
I think Ting was very confident, though, played Tenshu instead of that other healing card in his hand.
The Matsutake.
The Matsutake. So I think Ting knows Thoma's gonna fall here, but maybe he's okay with that.
Yeah.
So otherwise, you don't play Tenshu there.
Yeah, I do think Tenshikaku is a little bit greedy, right? Only gonna able to generate 1 Omni die at the beginning.
He's a high roller. It's fine.
Well, I just mean it's too slow. It's not about that you're not gonna get the dice. It's a little slow in this matchup, especially when you're... So I think one of the things that Ting might have misidentified, your opponent skipped a Mona skill and also equipped a weapon on round 1.
Right.
That changes how fast this Kazuha deck plays.
Right.
Normally spending 3 extra dice on Mona skill means that's that much less damage that Kazuha is doing.
There is the strat. Kevinz not liking what he drew there. I'm wondering what he's gonna do at this point. He could still go for the Gambler's replacement into something, but I don't... Does he have enough damage here?
He doesn't have enough dice. Well, okay, a skill will deal
he could have dice.
2 damage, and that's not going to be enough to kill Thoma here. Thoma will be left at exactly
Normal attack
1.
will do 3, right?
Normal attack will do 3.
So yeah, I don't think Kevinz can actually take out Thoma here.
Well, if he normal attacks, the summon will take out Thoma at the end of the round. So that could be the play that he's going to go for.
Golden House.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the point of the...
Timer.
Oh, for the timer.
Yeah, he's playing Golden House almost certainly just to weather time. He might be playing a Wagner. Potentially there could be 2 Golden Houses. Oh, of course, Ball also works on a weapon equip, so he could choose to re-equip with Sapwood, but I don't think that's still enough dice. He's deciding if he wants to take out Thoma here.
This timer is brutal. Literally playing Golden House for the timer, tuning one of those Wagners. What is this going to be? I think this will just be a normal attack here.
Unfortunately, you know, you'll lose Gamblers and another weapon. You have no other characters that can actually equip Kazuha's weapon. That's kind of the weakness of this deck, right? You have 3 weapons and Wagner. So
you lose Kazuha anyway.
You do.
But you lose that Gambler, that is important. But here we go. This is going to be a normal attack, bringing Thoma down to 1. And now the Kazuha first summon at the end of turn will be taking out Thoma. Ting's Thoma falls. Who's going to come out? It should be Thunder Manifestation, and it is. So... Kazuha is in a world of trouble here for Kevinz.
Yeah, and I think Ting really wishes it equipped. If it equipped that helm onto Thunder Manifestation instead, that'd be 2 more shields for this round.
But Thoma was the tank.
Right, but you're eating up the shields anyway, right?
That's true, that's
so
true.
It's actually strange that when you're risking a character like Thoma, that you're not putting all the shields onto him. And unfortunately, yeah, here it is.
There's a Tandori, there's a Crab Talent eating up that Cryo Aura, and -8 with the Tandori skill does take down Kevinz's Kazuha. Signora comes out because it's an overload reaction.
Yeah, and at this point, we're going to see Ting actually swap over most likely to Crab and start tanking damage until Manifestation can recover.
Ting is another Crab Talent, could cleanse again.
Can, yeah.
But the question is, are you going to do damage here, or are you going to play...
No. I think you want to go off of Manifestation. You know, Crab is at 18 HP. Mona and Signora are not good at dealing damage, right? Each of them only has a 1 or 2 damage skill. Even that sheer cold, while efficient at dealing cryo applications, isn't that good damage-wise up front.
Ting having 2 Matsutake meat rolls in his hand as well. Is one of them going to be played on Manifestation this round, or maybe Pizza?
No.
Or do you think he's going to skill on Crab?
He's going to skill on Crab. You want to, again, Kevinz's main way you lose this game is by not doing enough damage. He has just lost Kazuha, which is, I would say, 80% of his dex damage. And Ting can just sit on Crab, press the skill button for as long as he wants. And as long as it's not frozen, he's gonna burst. That's actually really surprising.
There's the burst.
Okay, honestly, respect for Kevinz for doing that. Like, Kevinz just wants to move on to the next game.
Is going to be frozen next round.
Yeah, Crab will, the spicy crab will become frozen
maybe
crab,
not.
Fresh at all.
The thing is, the Ting could have avoided that if he played talent earlier,
Just
but then he couldn't burst. So I think the burst was
mono
more
skill, freeze, burst, probably.
Once you flip Signora, now your opponent has to be worried about
Even
pyro
still,
resonance
I don't
That
know.
already does 5 damage, enough to take Signora out.
Judgment.
You're trembling. Oh, there's the judgment.
Sure,
All that food is
sure.
going to be rendered useless. Has to eat through 2 of those judgment
Yeah,
stacks before playing any event
skill,
cards.
NA,
And the skill from
sure.
Mona on Kevin Z's side is going to freeze that crab. Do you like fresh crab or frozen crab?
What? What kind of question is that? Of course you like fresh crab.
Well,
Gotta be
sorry.
fresh crab.
I guess.
Kevin Z is cooking with frozen crab.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm trying. Okay, this is such a tense moment, and you're distracting me.
You told me I wasn't making enough puns, and so I
regret
had to
everything.
think of some more puns. And I'm sure chat loves my puns, right, chat?
Timing is everything in comedy, as they say, and that was
Great,
ideal.
thank you. I
Anyway,
appreciate
I was gonna
it.
say, so Passing of Judgment is a card that was very popular a few versions of the
There's
game. Not so
no
much, but
way
Kevinz
we're gonna
loves-
get
I think really likes this card, and that's because
Mono
he's a consistency
burst
player. He
into
knows
Signora
that he can stop
burst.
his opponents
No
from
shot.
doing wild things like ripping Wovens off the top of their deck when they don't. Where there's a very
Even
low
if
chance
that
he can just win
happens,
by,
it's not
that
gonna be
alone. But this would
enough
really
to take
shaky. Now,
down
Signora doesn't have her
Crab.
burst up, so can't actually threaten Manifestation. I think we're gonna see Ting go over to Thunder Manifestation,
Okay.
and then swap back to Crab, and then use a lot of healing, and then wait until the
Okay,
next
now
round.
what?
There it is. I mean, this is going to be a fast swap, though.
NA.
No.
No.
I mean, this is also fine. This forces Kevin Z.
How
to
funny, it's
use
not
more
even
dice,
fast
not
swap,
doing damage.
Pyro
Mono skill- I
Resonance.
think Kevin Z has to go for Mono Burst here.
Whatever.
Mono Burst into a Signora Burst to try
Doesn't
and get
matter.
more damage.
So a skill from Signora definitely doesn't take out Thunder Manifestation. Then Signora
I
just goes
think
down,
we will
right?
go
Well, no,
for
because the
fast
lightning
swap,
rod's on Mona.
Thunder
You
Manifestation
have to
skill,
freeze
and
Manifestation this turn.
yeah.
Yes, you have to freeze Matt. Well, you kind of want to freeze both. Yeah, it looks like Kevin Z is building up to that Mono Burst. I think this is the only way for him
Alright.
to win right now. But
Okay,
unfortunately, Mono
Matsutake
Burst, doubling
on
Signora's
Thunder
2 upfront
Manifestation,
damage is not a lot,
Vanarana.
right? You're really losing a lot
Play
of
talent
efficiency.
again
So
for
question,
cleanse.
Ting has so much
'Cause why
dice
not?
right
Oh, yeah,
now.
right.
I was wondering if he's just going to be
You can't even, yeah,
playing
judgment.
things. Oh, using that quick swap. I wonder if that's
You
going to come
can't-
up. But oh, there's a Pyros as well. But there's the healing. I was wondering if this was going to happen.
Yeah, there you go.
Swap
Okay,
back on the
sure.
Manifestation.
Interesting.
This feels risky.
This does feel very risky here. I wonder why we just don't end on Crab. I think he's trying to preserve.
Actually,
he's trying to
you
preserve
never
Crab shield
play
as much as
Crab
possible,
talent
because Crab
here.
is really how he wins this game.
Because
He
it's
won't
already
throw
gonna
away
get
all of those damage
cleansed
cards
from the
because
other
he doesn't need
Hydro.
damage. He just needs to
No, no,
out-sustain
wait, there's
Mona.
no
Once Mona's
sheer
burst is
cold or
gone,
anything
remember,
like
Kevin Z
that.
is
Never mind.
playing a hyper magic deck, meaning the cards in his hand and deck
It doesn't
are
matter.
how he gets value,
It
how he wins
doesn't
the
matter.
game. Look at how many cards are left now in Kevin Z's deck. There's one
Ooh,
icon left.
yeah, you
He
can
is
see
running out.
there's no cards underneath that one.
Exactly.
He is very low on cards. There's countdown from Ting. And there's
Okay,
Vana just going to eat
GOTM
up the last
on,
Omni. Check it out beginning next round.
yeah.
There is also
Oh no.
Okay, yeah,
Tenacity
GG.
of Demilith going on to
Wait.
Manifestation.
That's actually a huge draw, and is
Nah.
he even going to get the extra dice over to
He gets it
Vanarana?
now. He's going to get it twice. So
So I believe that draw of the Tenacity, able to equip it for free, this is going to close the window on Kevin Z's opportunity to deal enough damage. to
Alright,
take out
Mona's
Crab. Crab is
dead.
getting 6 shield
No
every turn.
Mono
I don't
burst.
think Kevin Z can do 6 damage every turn.
I want to point out this is the calmest both these players have been this entire tournament. They are just calm. They're
Oh, no,
under
wait,
100
Kevin
heart
just
rate.
started
Like, I
first.
mean, it's not
Okay,
calm,
never
calm,
mind.
But there is Mona's burst. Those stacks, of course.
Okay, Thunder
it's for the shields,
Manifestation
but the shields go over the crab
skill.
anyway.
Yeah, there's no real reason that you care about the shields on manifestation. You really just want that dice at this point. Now, Ting can either opt to take out Mona here with a Pyro Woven, but I think we're just going to see him go over to Crab.
You could even play the Crab talent and then swap over.
I think you should. The Cleanse, of course, Mona's Burst doubles reactions as damage as well. Oh, it's just
going forward. There's a skill. It's just enough damage because it's 3+1 plus 2 from the Overload reaction, and now it's only Signora versus the world.
Yeah, this is the other sacrifice manifestation play, which is just as effective because once Kevinz is down to Signora,
okay, just go next.
Powerful of a Fatui Harbinger Signora was, I suppose. She is not enough to take out Crab.
And Mona's Burst doesn't come up very often, but does double the damage there. But Ting doesn't care. He's playing Crab talent, has 18 shield stacks, and well, Signora's left on 2 health. I guess, you know, this boss fight was pretty easy.
Yeah.
But there we go. Signora falls. Game 5 is going to Ting. This is now 2-3. There is a chance for a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ting specifically, again, Kevinz is down to win with every game.
Alright, here we go. Let's see what Ting will play here. It has to be Kazuha, right? Mew? Okay.
Very easily take advantage of that weakness, and if you have bad matchups into the rest of your opponent's deck, it doesn't matter if you're ahead.
Do you think that Prince likes Mew because
Can Mew?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, here we go. This match is gonna be fun.
It's been very close. Again, there's a few matchups that are very one-sided. I think we saw
this could be the last match.
Yeah, it's gonna be. There's only one deck left for Kevinz.
Could be, you know.
And it is this perma-freeze deck.
You know, there is a bit of mental.
The final step for Kevinz to take the champion title.
Already.
Wait, this is he played it 3 times in a row on day 1 again.
Alright, here we go. Game number 6.
I need to remember to register, but here we go. This is game 6, and if Kevinz wins this, he will be crowned our Prince Cup champion for the Atlantic tournament this year. If Ting wins this, we will be going on to game 7. Look at Ting's heart rate. This is like the lowest we've seen it. He's calming down. Meanwhile, Kevinz, the game is starting. His nerves are going up. He knows he needs to win
Mona
this.
Mirror.
Actually,
oh boy.
This is a Mona Mirror. Who goes first? Okay, this is super important. In a Mona Mirror,
oh boy.
Also,
oh yeah,
one thing
right.
I need to mention before we get into this game, there is a raffle going on the Astro Carnival YouTube. It should have started
both
now.
players started on
if you
Mona.
want to enter for Primo Gems. Also, there will be a QR code appearing on screen periodically. If you scan it, it will send you to
I feel like Kevinz. Oh yeah, 100%. Kevinz will go for Mona skill, Kazuha skill.
You know, I haven't seen this match before. Again, these are 2 very small styles. They have the same elements. They
Ting,
both have
Mona skill, and then
playstyle. The main difference is Kevinz
actually potentially
earlier, whereas Ting
Kazuha skill as well
has gone through and bursted. And Eula usually is the finisher on Ting's side, whereas Kevinz is going to focus more on Kazuha.
I don't know.
Indeed, and so Kevinz going first.
This is scuff.
I don't know if he drew the gamblers or the gilded, but either way.
First of all, why did Ting start on Mona, knowing that he's going second?
Just go for Mona skill here, right?
Actually, looking at his dice though, if he Mona skills.
Wait, now
what
what?
is he gonna do with those last 3 dice?
Mona skill. Wow, he's playing it fast. Holy crap.
Tune
okay.
To equip.
This is actually so bad.
Okay, Kevinz plays Timaeus. Pass? Wow, okay.
Okay,
just an end. But this is so tragic. You look at Kevinz's player cam. His heart
okay, Kazuha, oh no, Wonder skill.
This game.
Oh, no, wait, not even.
I mean, okay, so one of the things I wonder, so there was an alternate play there available to Kevinz. One thing you could have done, when your dice rolls are that bad, you can't just normal attack on
wow, actually doing it? I'm joking, by the way, but
another aggressive play here does have seat dispensary to discount.
Actually, okay, you know what? Fair.
Can play it.
If Kazuha skill
or the instructors, depending on what he wants, but
Wonders and a
strange, but both these
can go to Mona and then swirl. Yeah,
so
sure.
Kevinz did have a decent opening in his hand, but really did not roll well. Ting rolled really well, but did not have the right support cards in his opening hand.
Wait, so with that skill from Wanderer, Ting now is win favored, and because Kevinz ended on Kazuha, there's Hydro Aura on Kazuha, so Ting is always going to be able to get off a Hydro Swirl.
Well, what's probably going to happen is Kevinz is going to use a skill right now on Kazuha, so that will push the active character
you
over
can
to
freeze.
Signora.
Yeah, but then you just normal attack because you have win favored already, so you always
okay,
get it
slow
off.
swap.
Interesting.
No skill.
Ooh, threatening a freeze here. That is very interesting indeed. I wonder if it's going to be a gilded equip in this case.
NA.
Yeah, we are already seeing very diverging lines, and you know, a lot of these decks have what you say standard openings or rotations where the characters go through in a very specific order to execute their plan. Now, we've diverged wildly from what you normally expect from both of these decks, but this is where the player experience really matters. Who is better at playing their respective decks?
Swaps you, yeah. I was about to think
Wow,
to think
Ting
that
choosing not the aggressive route, but to swap off
he
the
have
Eula, who
gilded
currently
anyway?
does not have any elemental auras on her. I wonder, what do you think about this one?
So, because of Ting's opening, he was very much banking on being able to equip that instructors to generate a lot of dice this round. If he gets frozen off of Wanderer right now,
so
then
obviously
he's gonna lose a lot of
Signora
momentum,
skill
right? Like he's really
maybe
banking on
with
that,
3 cryo.
equipment. He had a slow start and he needs to pick up the pace. Now, Kevinz did kind of the
And
same
then
thing. Normally
potentially
you wanna
mono
swap on
skill.
Kazuha, but because there's so many characters with Hydro Aura, he's just going to swap to Signora, threaten that freeze, and Ting's responding in kind.
Kevinz really think about what to do here, and it's just going to be a skill from Signora. Now, ooh, responding with a Eula skill of his own. Ting immediately responding with that.
Yeah, Ting is
look at both
playing
sides.
really,
Both of them
really, really,
have
really
that
fast.
cryo with double Hydro.
Yeah, that is going to be a
Crazy.
chain freeze
For
someone.
For someone.
Slow swap.
We'll see
Oh,
who gets their chain freeze
okay.
off first.
So the
Kevinz
swap
will
to Mona
play
means that
Liven
you
then.
can't actually swirl that cryo right now as
Exactly.
Wanderer, because when favored,
Okay.
the normal attack would go to the next character in line for Kevinz,
Sure.
which would be Kazuha.
Yeah, we might actually see Ting also swap to his own Mona in response here. This is getting to be quite the chess game. Again, both players making unusual moves to counter what the other player is trying to do. They're trying to one-up each other.
Honestly,
This is such a crucial match for both of these players, because if Ting loses, he loses the entirety of the finals. If
What
Kevinz
if NA
loses this, he's probably going to be demoralized going into the last game.
Yeah, and I will say, actually, this is a really good way to approach this matchup for Kevinz, because I would say his deck is the more flexible one.
Oh,
The
not
Kazuha
Kazuha, Wanderer
has more
NA.
play, has more
Just
options
deal as much
because
damage
of
as
that
to
elemental skill
Kazuha.
and the quick plunge from Kazuha, whereas Ting's deck is very
And then,
straightforward.
yeah,
It
there's also
wants to do the
gamblers
1,
as
2,
well.
3.
Or not gamblers, but gilded.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It is a gilded onto Kazuha. Ooh, Wagner into Lieben. This, I don't know if this is risky or what, but
yeah,
there's the
that works.
instructors. It is free to cast. This normal
Yeah,
attack
NA,
is going to deal so
swap,
much damage to Kazuha and
Mona.
free Signora.
Yeah, we'll probably see Ting swap off here. I think you probably don't
Yeah.
want... Yeah.
Right there. Oh, going over to
Okay,
Mona.
Ting definitely
We'll be
wins
close to the next
this.
round,
Yeah, we're
potentially.
definitely
Yeah,
gonna
Mona
get
battles all
game
around
7.
Here. You know, she's her
Oh,
quick swap. Actually,
damn.
if you haven't really played TCG, you know, Mona's
Yeah.
main ability is that she can quick swap, meaning you don't have to pass the turn your opponent when you swap off. It's so important for these Animo decks.
And that's why she's been such a crucial character throughout the entire history of TCG. We've had Geniusification TCG for a little under 2 years now, about like a year and 8 months or so, something like that. And basically, Mona has been a staple
it's
this
definitely
entire
gonna
time
be-
up until Herald's release, and he's kind of taken over in
Yeah,
some ways.
Kazuha
Mona and
skill.
actually two characters
Yeah.
that have really been around for quite a while. Ooh.
Yeah, you could say it's very beneficial.
Eula's
Especially
frozen,
with Fischl.
but it didn't
there's a
matter.
very point. This freeze here
because
on Eula is very
there's still
crucial, because
fast
without
swap
it,
though.
You cannot safely
Oh, no,
beat on
wait,
Kazuha.
yeah.
Although I guess-
But
Oh, yeah,
now
there's
we're gonna fast swap
Tada.
over to Wander, using that last deck of Wind Favor to swirl the Hydro back onto
Oh
Signora
my
and Kazuha.
god.
This is scary, and with Wander's Burst ready to go, I think Kevinz is going to be forced to freeze.
Yeah, I mean, you want to freeze anyway. This is always what you're going to do. One really good thing is Signora is on 5. Now, most notably, 5 is the limit for her not to transform into a Crimson Witch of Ember's state. If there's one more damage that goes on her, she will flip. But I think you really need the Cryo in this matchup. You don't want the Pyroform. The longer you can delay that, you can also use Signora's Revive to tank through a Wanderer Burst. It does 8 damage, but obviously when you revive, it doesn't matter how much
If Kevinz
overkill you do.
swaps
So
to
Kevinz's
Mona,
deck does not
then
do a
Ting
lot
will
of big
definitely
flashy
go
damage,
for
like,
Wanderer
example,
Burst.
An Overload deck that we keep seeing popping up, but actually both players banned in
I,
this
yeah,
finals.
Ting wins
But it
this.
does do consistent damage, and it does consistently freeze lock its opponent, and it's very high skill floor, I think, to
It is.
execute this well, and that's why it's been kind of coin flippy, I think.
Yeah, definitely rewards a lot of experience on the deck.
I think Kevinz will go for freeze and hope that Ting doesn't have Tada.
2 cryo initially, but does leave a status, that sheer clip status.
There you go.
Tags your character with the cryo afterwards. As you can see here, Wanderer is frozen now and will have Hydro at the start of next round to be frozen either by Mona or even by Kazuha's plunging attack.
Yeah, Ting having to eat that freeze, you know, that Wander Burst ready to go is just too threatening for Kevinz.
There is something we can do. Oh, it is!
Yeah, there we go. So, of course,
Burst?
just broke freeze. This is new card. This patch, it does piercing damage to yourself, and well, it's gonna shatter that freeze. And now the Crimson Witch of Ever's form is out. Signor's left on 1 HP. That Wander's Burst is already down, and the Instructor is refunded an Animo dice.
Yeah, this puts Kevin in a really awkward situation. If he goes for the kill on Wanderer here, Ting has enough dice to actually take out Signora as well. But if he doesn't, a swell from Ronda will also do the same.
Oh, this
does have
is
a food
so
in hand though.
bad.
We could see a Lotus coming out, playing that.
Seed Dispensary. What is this for?
Timaeus.
There's Timaeus. Basically free. Getting a Heart of Kavarina. You have 4 Princess. Does not get gilded.
Yeah, I think Gilded was the card I was looking for. You know, he has no Lyre songs, and he has that Golden House in hand. Notably, if you had Golden House and Timaeus, you can
man.
Gilded.
You can play Shadow of Sand King to draw 1 with the first Timaeus stack.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then-
Boar,
Replace
Kavrina.
Yeah, doing
That's what
just
you
that.
get. There's the Heart on to Kazuha. What's this
Yeah.
going to be?
Skill?
Yeah, oh, we actually have the Gamblers. It actually could be
Here's
a
the
really good
Gamblers.
turn. Oh, it's going to be a quick
All
swap.
right, let's head off.
Oh, or that.
Swap, plunging
Yeah.
attack. Wander falls just enough damage.
Wait.
And Mona can't do. Mona can't do 2 damage at once.
No, she could if there was a Fruit of Fulfillment in Ting's hand or a weapon.
Countdown. No, you can't count down. Oh, what do you do here?
I mean,
Skill.
let's see.
You skill
Kazuha has a
for
Light of
Ting.
Fallen Incision, so we could actually see Kazuha take out Mona here quite handily, especially if there's any more dice coming out of Kevinz. Of course, saving that Signora burst for Eula most likely. Now, Ting has 1 Lotus in his deck, which might be required. He might need to pull something off very similar to his Sino, his famed Sino version deck, where he needs to find, he has a freshman already, but he needs to find that Lotus potentially to live through a Signora burst and take
Does
out
have
2.
that countdown. I don't. He would have to tune it to play it now. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
Mona
you-
skill.
Mona skill?
Yeah.
Yeah, you Mona
Wow.
skill because
Wait, tune the countdown.
if your opponent ends on Kazuha, or Signora,
Or Signora.
Mona skill will take them out. Oh, it's so good to have if you had Egg Wanderer into a swell, this would be so brilliant.
Also, Mona's skill gives some damage
Does.
reduction to Mona.
Does.
That is probably going to be very crucial.
Is that an important enough breakpoint? 7, I think he was already safe. So Kazuha has normal attacks do 3
Into the
damage
wind.
each.
There's a skill bringing Mona down to 6, and there is Signora.
Senior
out.
burst?
It's possible.
Ting
Sounds
having
good
to
to me.
end his turn here.
Oh no.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Okay,
look at all
Kazuha
the
and A,
matches.
Mona's
Yeah, there's
dead.
another Light of Fallen Incision. Oh, I
The
think
normal attack. Normal attack does this.
Wait.
it does, and it gets 2 more dice as well.
What are we drawing? Sapwood. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, not really useful at this point. You know, I think a Lyre Song or something else would be enough.
I was
but-
thinking, is it enough?
The
No.
Gambler's refresh
Foliar's
comes in,
out.
But can you do anything with those 2 dice? The answer is no. We're going to be swapping over to Mona here, and it's going to be Eula versus the world.
Oh
Does have
god,
the
this
Grimlock
might be
stack,
it.
But with all
This
these
might be
characters
it.
on 1 HP, what does it matter? Oh, there's Wolf's Stone
It's
too.
Lotus or Bust.
It is Lotus or Bust.
If he draws
Oh
a
my
Lotus,
god.
Oh, there's the other countdown. Oh, there's
enough
fruit.
dice?
He has to get
Does he have enough
Lotus,
dice? If he
or
has a
else
Lotus, he can
Kevinz
survive a
wins.
Signora Burst, and he gets to take out 2 characters with Gamblers. He has it in hand. He's gonna.
With
he's gonna
countdown, there's
He has to
hope.
play
Knows.
countdown. He has to play countdown. Is he
Although-
going to play it?
Kevinz also has a Lotus
Come
that might actually
on.
be enough.
No, but he's Wolf's.
No, but you don't have enough dice to do all of that. Oh no, there's a Gilded. Oh, he's countdown.
There it is, he got it, he got it.
Draw.
There it is.
Oh my god, there's a Lotus. There's
Whoa.
the free guild.
He got it.
I think with that Lotus, it's enough.
Oh,
It's enough.
Look at Kevinz.
Nice. Game
so
7.
scary.
We're getting
His
game
heart is
7.
skyrocketing. There's a fresh wind of
Oh,
freedom. There's
boy.
The elemental skill. Ting is gonna get to go again after Mona falls. Has
All right,
plenty of
let's
dice
head
left
off.
for 2 actions. Mona and Mona's
Yeah.
down. Kazuha and Signora both on 1 HP. There's the Lotus. Look at the zoom in on Kevin's reaction.
Wait a minute. Signora's Lotus as well puts her above 4. Eula without a weapon right now. And I don't think there's enough dice, is that?
You have Wagner Golden House!
Wagner Golden.
You have Wagner.
Oh, there's no way! There's no way!
Doesn't matter. It's still skill anyway. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, no! Grip Heart!
Oh, did you say Grip Heart?
It's Grimheart, yeah. SMH.
Yes.
This is going to be your last game. We're moving on to a game 7. Can the God Slayer Ting take down the Honored One, the God Ascending himself, Kevinz?
Kevinz is now 5 losses on this Kazuha
Alright,
deck.
last game. Kazuha Mirror.
So this is gonna be tough.
What a
I'm not
way
really
to
sure. We have
end
not
the
seen this
series.
deck play very much,
Holy,
and that actually is an advantage
holy
towards
balls.
Ting, because Kevinz may not be sure exactly how best to play against these decks. Now, these are professional players.
Super
and a lot
Conduct
of the
versus
plays that they make
Freeze.
come down to these things called breakpoints, which is
I'm
dealing
going
just
for
enough
Super
damage to
Conduct.
take out other
Let's go,
characters.
Ting.
The more efficiently you can do
Okay.
it's really paid off for him, but again, not quite enough in that last matchup.
Oh boy.
What's it going to be? Of course, we already know. Prince
Yeah,
is
we already
staring
know.
down
It's
this
gonna
deck
be-
because it has disappointed him too many
It's the
times.
lowest
but
win rate
Kevinz
deck.
needs to get one more win off. He chose to bring it to the finals. Let's be
Mona
clear.
Kazuha
He
Senora.
chose to
Oh
bring
boy.
that to the finals because he had the option to bring something else. So he has faith in this deck. Game 7 is starting.
Alright.
Look at this. This is
Grand-
the final game
grand
of the Prince Cup
finals.
Atlantic Tournament.
Game
The grand
number
finals.
7.
Here we go.
Who
King
will
versus
win?
Kevinz.
Who
There's a
will
QR code there if
fall?
you scan it. It will send you to a feedback form.
It's
You can tell us
time
how
to
we're doing.
know the
Additionally,
answer.
The raffle over on Astro Carnival's YouTube has begun.
Voting
so make sure you
high
make your way on
roll.
over there. This is the last one, and this is the last game we're casting together, Blab.
Yeah, this
Or
will be the
low
last game
roll.
we're casting for
Oh,
this
boy.
Prince Cup, and we'll have to see again. So the last
This
game
is gonna be
started very
intense,
unusually,
that's
and I
for
think,
sure.
like I said, I was trying to say we focus a lot on Ting's ability to draw.
Oh
and
my
get
god,
lucky,
Double
but that
Dawn
last game
Winery,
started
that's
off very
not good.
unusually. Does showcase his skill. He
Yes,
knows
let me
that
stop.
Wanderer skill, of course. Not swirling was the
I
right
mean,
play, but now it's a
Ting can
very
still go
different deck.
for,
Now, Ting's deck is pretty predictable.
yeah, skill.
But on the other hand, Kevinz doesn't quite know exactly what the optimal lines are for
Dawn
Tuesday. That's gonna
Winery,
give advantage. He
Kazuha
has a
skill,
surprise
I
factor
guess.
going into this, especially because
Yeah.
Kevinz has played this deck now for the 6th time against him.
There's a lot I want to say in response to what you said. I want to mention first, though, that Ting's tournament history is actually very good. It's not, he's not just a high roller. He's very skilled, as you're saying.
Yeah,
he actually
Kevin's
was top
hand
4
is
in North American
really,
Prince Cup
really
tournaments
good
last year. Lost to Nihida,
compared to
who
Ting.
lost to Robot Wizard for second place. So
Oh,
Nihida,
boy.
being a very strong player, was also here in
Yep.
the top 8. It makes sense that, Ting could lose to someone
Yeah,
equally as strong.
discard Dawn Winery,
Also won
skill.
first place in the
Yep.
North American Cat Hills Gathering 2024 Season 2, which is a whole ordeal
Will
itself. Those
Kevinz
online tournaments
go
are very hard
to
win sometimes,
Senora?
So that is quite the accomplishment.
Okay.
And he lost
What?
to Bleb
Oh,
and-
wow.
Very early on.
Wait.
Ting has grown so much as a player since then. These players' journeys have started since the beginning of
Yeah.
Genshin Tcg, almost
I
more
don't
than
know.
a year ago. And on this very stage, a lot of these players have already played with and against each other 1 year ago. But of course, Robot Wizard.
Okay,
our
Kevinz
previous champion,
wins.
is no
I'm
longer
sorry,
for
Ting,
contention
but I
for
think
a second
Kevinz wins.
Cup
This is
title.
Both
cool.
of these players took him down. Both of them
This
did.
is cool.
That's what it takes. to
That
take
is
down a
what it
Okay,
takes.
decent
Ting
dice
was
at
a player.
least.
Very aggressive opening. Now we saw that Dawn Winery play. This is one of the plays that the new buff has really enabled. Getting that swap on the first round with two
Okay, let's
skills
see
as
if
well.
Kevinz
Look
goes
at
to
how few
Senora,
cards are in
Freeze
Ting's hand
Cube,
right now.
or
It's completely
Kazuha.
intentional. You
Oh,
have
there
a
you go.
big turn round 2. This
This
is
is
actually the round
Gilded.
to be very
Also
scared of
Senora.
as Kevinz,
Senora will
and this
freeze.
is why he's going for the freeze. I'm
Yeah,
super worried now
alright.
for Ting because of this.
It's
The
cool.
Parametric Transformer is going to start ticking up, as is that Chang the Ninth. There is the treasure-seeking Sealy, and there's the plunging attack from Ting. I think Ting has to be careful to not lose his Cryo Cube too early. That Cryo Cube will have Sheer Cold applied at the end of turn to deal 1 point of cryo damage, as
This
well as
is
being
cool.
frozen right now. There's only Electro application on the side of Kevinz.
Yeah, I think if the fact that Ting left this deck to last, I believe this is actually a little bit of a weakness against this matchup. Kevinz having access to freeze, and in particular that fast swap freeze also of Mona, this is locking Ting out of Cryocube for an entire round. And this is the round he played Parametric Transformer. In fact, I wonder if he should have saved that Covenant Transformer for
Oh,
the
yeah,
end of this round, rather than
Parametric
playing
as
it
well.
last round, because now those 3 dice, you have to be on Kazuha to use those 3 dice. And if Kazuha gets frozen this round, it's almost over. Fischl cannot do enough on her
Okay.
own. Actually, this is a
Yeah.
really precarious situation.
Interesting.
I
There
would-
is the Kazuha
Okay.
first. After Senor goes for a second skill, but now Kevinz's burst is ready in case she gets flipped. This is, I don't know. This is really scary for Ting.
This is really scary, but it's a reactionless opening from Ting with only Swirl and Electro damage. You're not actually doing enough AoE to threaten Kazuha.
If Ting gets Tada, I'm gonna lose it.
For the first time in a few games, Ting's heart rate is going up above 100. It is skyrocketing.
Yeah,
he is realizing the implications
with
of this
Sealy?
game. His heart
Oh,
is racing.
dude.
He knows that this is it. This is it. He has to win this game, or else.
Yeah.
Or else.
Or else.
Oh,
I mean, both of
shit.
them have to, right? It's
Both
not
of them
just
have
Ting.
to. It's
We're
not
also
just
gonna
Ting.
talk
I
about
mean,
Kevinz
Kevinz,
as
he's
well.
never been. He was at like 130 earlier.
boy.
Consistently, he's at 110 now. It's going down.
But this is such a good opening, mainly because, again, one of Ting's characters, Fischl, does not do that much on her own. Oz is a very powerful summon, but, you know, takes time to get value, and there's no other skills that Fischl can use to
Mono
efficiently do
electro
damage while that
summons.
summon is already out. I think Kevinz, is thinking about quick swapping over to Mona here. Oh, it's gonna happen.
Here we go. There is the quick swap. It's
Wow,
not. Wait, it
quick
is over to Mona.
swap.
This is going to be very, very deadly
Mona
for Ting. Both
freeze.
his characters, his two main characters, Cryocube and Kazuha, will be locked out on that crucial
Interesting.
turn that he used Parametric Transformer. So only Fischl will be left alive. This is why I think he really... You know, Kevinz yesterday punished a round 1 Parametric Transformer opening. I think he's doing it again in a very different way.
So, okay. I see what you're saying. However, the Hydro... Or no, I guess so... There's going to be Cryo application on both Kazuha and Cryocube going
And
this
if
round.
Ting-
That is so rough. That's why you play Senora on this deck.
And if Ting ends on Fischl and Kevinz ends first, a quick sword to Kazuha freezes both of them again. This is the threat of this deck.
Yeah,
and I think
because of
Ting's
the,
deck kind of unfortunately plays right
sheer
into
cold.
the strategy of Kevinz. Ting now forced to build up Fischl Burst, which is powerful, but not as powerful as you really need.
What does he get from
Judgment?
Sealy here?
Oh
Oh, there's
my God.
Judgment on the side of Kevinz.
Oh,
That is
no
going to
Tada.
be really brutal for Ting, but draws Sapwood.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it's correct to go for the Fischl Burst here. We might
Okay,
just see
Kevinz
Midas
wins.
being deployed to at least draw an artifact.
Kevinz
You're
is
hoping
way
for a
ahead.
Gilded, and you might need to swap off into one of your other characters.
Cryocube, I think you don't want that swirl. You don't want that swirl. It's just gonna freeze your characters again. You
Oh
need
my-
Kazuha
yeah.
active. Is
The
gonna
Ting
go
needs
for
to
the normal
swap.
attack, threatening that Fischl Burst.
Huh?
Ooh.
Wait, really? There's no way.
This is basically Ting saying, "Go on, swirl me."
Okay, so he's going
Really?
to try and...
Fischl
has a
Burst
copy of
then.
Tada in his deck.
He does?
He has
He
Tada.
does?
He has it somewhere. I'm pretty sure he has one.
Oh
copy.
my God, there it is.
There it is.
Might come up, yeah. I mean, for now, we're going for Fischl Burst with Gambler, so Ting is baiting Kevinz into this freeze. Now, it could still be the right move from Kevinz, but if he does this, he will lose Mona. Of course, Fischl's Burst, we haven't seen it in so long, but does off-field piercing damage, and Mona is currently on 1.
It's too juicy.
Oh yeah,
to go
Judgment.
for- you have to
Dude,
go for it,
okay,
right? You have
GG.
to go
I think you do.
Yeah,
for
this
that
is cooked.
swirl, and then you Fischl Burst. and
Kevinz
then
will
the
play
Gambler's
Judgment
Burst.
and
to see
Ting
the
cannot
HP
play
as long as
Tada to
Kazuha
break out
doesn't go down
from the
to
freeze.
this play,
Yeah,
but
this
yeah,
is cooked.
Tada
Oh
is
my
really
God.
going to be what decides this game, I think. Is it
Oh.
enough? Actually, I think Kevinz wants to play Judgment.
Gladiator Sapwood as
Actually,
well.
this is where that Judgment from Kevinz
Oh, don't
might
say
be
that, don't say
the
that,
most
don't say that, don't say
devastating
that.
card.
Oh,
If Kevin
this is
identifies
going
that
to
the only way he loses this game by double freezing his opponent's characters, leave them with solo Fischl, is for them to break out of freeze, then Judgment will be passed, and Ting may be out of contention for first place.
Seed Dispensary, free Wagner, draws Sacrificial Sword. What is Kevinz
Ting
looking
and Larboard
for? Probably a
changing
weapon
Tada.
for Kazuha, 'cause
Larboard
he is
change.
going to go for that chain freeze.
Yeah,
Is he going to play the
sure.
Judgment?
I think
Is he
so.
going to play it?
Will the Honored One pass Judgment
There's
on
the
Kevinz?
Gilded.
This is almost certainly
Let's
Kazuha
head
swap.
off.
Oh, there is no
Oh.
Judgment.
There is no... Wait, there's the boar. There's the Sapwood.
Does he not have enough dice? I think
No
he needs- I think
Judgment.
it's
He has
gonna
the
count
Gamblers,
his dice.
though.
Well, the Gamblers probably won't take out any characters right now. I think he's doing math right now. I think going over to his notepad, he's probably checking his opponent's card. He
No
knows
fast
Ting
swap
has
for
Tada.
Ting though.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Not playing around it.
I think
Well,
Kevinz
so,
is not gonna
Kazuha,
bother for Judgment.
You'd have to Tada on Cryocube specifically, because you can't
Okay,
take
now
damage
what?
on Kazuha right now.
Correct.
It
Yes,
can't.
would have
It
to be
cannot
Cryocube.
even
I
go for
think you want
Tada
to be a
because
Cryocube
that
anyway,
will
because
that
all
will
of your
just
opponent's
kill.
characters have Electro.
Did not play that Judgment, but Ting, having that Gamblers on Fischl, will be able to refresh his dice by going for this burst. Also will flip Senora.
I think Ting
No
might
fast
need
swap.
to think about.
So Ting will definitely
whether
go for,
judgment is very important
I
right
don't
now,
know,
'cause if
senior
he
official
thinks judgment
burst.
will lock him out of being able to take out at least Kazuha, if not Senior as well. Then he needs to pre-play
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
right.
his cards.
Official
How does he
burst,
do that? He has no
swap,
quick swaps in this deck.
Tada,
He has no way of going
and
over
then
Well, your opponent is out of dice.
oh,
Right, so they're oh, I guess Kazuha still has the plunge attack, so never mind. We still
Yeah, no,
actually have a lot.
Kevin has a lot in his disposal right
just
now.
go for official
Well, the plunge
burst.
attack from Kazuha will go on to Fischl. Then the weapon was Sapwood, which already was triggered. And then Kevinz will have to spend initial. He doesn't have a Ball Princess. So Ball Princess
Surely
He has one stack
Kevin
of
will
board.
play
He has two stacks of
Judgment,
board princesses.
right?
He played board and didn't do anything with it.
Okay, so he has one. So he has a normal attack on Kazuha, followed by probably another normal attack or a skill, but not both.
Or burst.
Yeah, or a burst.
It could be a burst.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, what is this?
Might be sacrificing Kazuha here to the Senior
I mean,
burst.
I think
I guess
Ting
that's fine.
wants
I mean,
Kevin's
you
meat to
have
use
Dawn
up
Winer anyway.
all of his dice. I think that's what's going on here. But Kevin's does have gamblers.
Yeah, Kevinz does have Gamblers, but Gamblers is on Kazuha.
Judgment, there it is.
Oh,
the
there's the
judgment.
judgment.
There's the gamblers on to Kazuha. This is
Gamblers.
going to be a plunging attack. This fast action -3 to take out Kazuha.
Regrets.
And refreshing those Omni dice. Now what do? Do you burst from Fischl? Now?
Yeah,
Might be
official
a good
burst.
time to burst. So what Ting needs to do is
Oh,
try
no,
and take
wait.
out Senior off.
No.
I don't think you can afford. I don't think you can afford to Tada anyway. Keeping the Cryo Cube revive is too important. You need
Fischl
to-
first.
Oh
and
my
Mona
god, 7
falls.
dice?
The
Yeah,
Gamblers
it's
refresh coming
over.
in. Senior is now
This
4
is
HP or under, and
cocked.
Kazuha is left on 4 HP as well.
Yeah, but look at all those dice out from Kevinz, and one of the things that Kazuha can do again is keep himself super safe by using his skill. He can swap out here, take more damage on Signora, and then come back for another plunge. Now the break.
He doesn't have the plunging attack right now, does he?
Oh, no,
Or-
but he can skill to get off of Kazuha.
It's still
here,
possible
go
to
onto
Tada.
Signora. That probably
How?
is the safest place. Signora still has not.
Like Kevinz
her
can do
revive,
a
but
lot
we'll
of stuff
definitely
here.
use no other
Like
healing from Kevinz, yeah.
There's the skill. I think if you're
4 dice left. Oh,
do you just
man.
swap over to Q? If you're Ting? Do you just
No.
swap? You can't though, because you. Oh,
I don't think you
What?
swap.
Maybe we're so changing shifts.
Oh,
and,
man.
Ball Princess all don't really do
I think
anything
Ting
right
has
now.
to NA.
So we could see him burn 3 cards just because Tada is the card that actually matters. But if you swap over to Cryocube, you know, Signora.
you can't play Tada anymore at that
Yeah,
point.
and well, especially if Signora using a skill on Cube would be deadly because then the revive.
Oh
sheer
my
cold,
god.
yeah. But it is a swap over to Cryo Cube.
Ooh, this is not looking good.
It is not looking good for Ting. This is really scary.
Yeah, I think really Ting is hoping that somehow Kevin makes a misstep here, plays into one of the cards in his hand. Kevin must be thinking, you know, something weird with that changing shifts being played. I think the pressure is getting to Ting. I think he actually did pass
Oh,
over
man.
the passing of judgment here very briefly and forgot about it. Otherwise, he would have played 2 more cards
Well,
into a 3rd
He
card.
didn't
I
need to
don't
play
know
that changing
anymore.
shifts anyway,
I
because
don't
he had
know.
Another copy of Dawn. He had another thing of Dawn Winery left.
It's true.
So
It's true.
I wonder if he's actually playing a mind game. I wonder if he has a
Oh.
plan. I want to know if he has a plan. He has so many dice. He has like gladiators and Boar Princess. He can still
Let's see.
he can play the Tada on Cryo Cube after Signora's skills.
No, because the revive would you'd have triggered a revive already, and then you would take out your own Cryo Cube.
No, exactly.
You play
And that's a free
Tada
swap
for
over
Judgment,
Fischl.
and then Lar
uses an
Song,
event card.
and then you
And then you
play
can play Boar
Princess
But-
for
Yeah, but
Gladiator
We'll see. We'll see.
onto.
We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Onto
Maybe I'm wrong.
Fischl?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think he has a plan. I want to know what that plan is.
But then if you burn Tada to passing of judgment, you can't then you're still on
What?
the Cryo Cube, right?
Tuning the sapwood. What is the plan here? Why are we tuning?
Buying time? I
Maybe
think
he's
he's
looking
buying
for
time,
time.
that's why he discards
No, he
Sapwood.
doesn't have time.
Is there a miscalculation here about whether Tada, because Tada will take out Cryo Cube, but
Oh,
you
no,
will lose
wait, he
Cryo
can't
Cube, and I
even
don't think that's actually a way
Tada
for
because
Fischl with
Judgment.
only 7 dice. Now, of course,
Oh my god.
he's tuning to get under for Gladiators. He's planning on playing Gladiators this round.
He can't
Wait,
even
Gladiators is
self-sac.
3 normal attacks.
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, it's just a regular swap on official. does not play the Tada.
Oh, but this is really bad. That sheer cold on Cryocube is going to
It's already going to take Cube out anyway.
Yeah. I think when we make this play, we probably shouldn't have swapped.
Alright, it's cooked.
If Kevinz had just bursted Fischl here, a swap to Kazuha to swirl into Cryocube really has the same effect.
Although...
This is really scary. So what is Kevinz going to do? You could swap back onto Kazuha and go for that plunge attack. The timer is ticking down, guys. This is the last match of the Grand Finals. It will be a Lotus onto Signora, and it's going to end.
Yeah, the Lotus here will eat up a normal attack. So I think this is to... So 2 normal attacks from Fischl would have flipped Signora. But with that Lotus... Oh, it'd be nice to be 3 normal attacks, but I don't think it matters.
This should be Liar Song.
Wait a minute.
Or Princess.
Wait, can Fischl do 3 NA?
Fischl does 4 damage. Wait a minute.
No, no shot.
Oh, no, you're one dice short.
Yeah, you're 1 dice short. Yeah, GG.
Yeah, you're 1 dice. Oh, why'd you keep the Liar Song? Wait, what's the artifact of Fischl? It's Gilded?
It's Gamblers.
Gamblers. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Gamblers.
But you never take out Signora here.
So you can Liar Song. Oh, what do you...
Demise.
Drawing a Gilded. Wait.
No, not
Why
enough.
is it free Gilded?
Is that enough?
No.
That's still only 2 dice. You're back where you
don't have
started.
4.
Yeah, no bore.
I don't think this is enough.
I don't know what the plan is here.
No, this is not enough. I believe this is gonna be it.
Okay, there's a normal attack. What do you even do now? Do you just... Why are we swapping on the cryohypostasis?
I'm not sure. I think Kevin knows it.
Yeah, Kevinz, he got it. GG.
He doesn't really know what to expect from Ting's deck, but Kevinz
Signora flip and then Signora burst. It's over. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is going to be it. What does Ting draw here?
Oh,
It doesn't
man.
matter.
Kevinz is going first, so it doesn't matter. Kevinz has a Signora burst lined up against a Fischl at 6 HP.
GG!
5 HP, not even 6. This is it. We're tuning. This is going to be the burst from Signora. -6 is exactly
Wow,
enough to take
he
out
actually
Fischl.
got
And the winner of the
revenge
first step
against
of the
Ting.
is Kevinz, the honored
Actually
one, taking down the
protagonist.
professional
Holy.
God Slayer Ting. And this has been Leah casting for you.
And this has been Blep, a pleasure.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, everyone.
We couldn't ask for more. Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure. You played so well. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, enjoy the second place, and you may exit as we
Here we
bring
go.
our champion, Kevinz.
Yeah.
You finally made it. I've been hearing about you for so long. That trophy is yours, baby. Pick it up. This is all yours, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Prince Cup Atlantic, Kevinz, the honored one, arrives and lives up to expectation. Well done, well done. How you feeling right now, boss?
I'm feeling really great.
Oh, great, great. Any words out there to the fans? Any words out there to everybody?
I want to say that I made my own deck, so I'm very glad. I'm very thankful to myself. But I also want to thank Robot Wizard. He really encouraged me, even played along with my antics, and even wished for me to win the tournament. So I'm really grateful to him.
Fantastic. Well, Robot Wizard has lived on through you. Your champion, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one more time. All of our competitors out there cheering him on. I know you're all friends, and we just could not have gotten more from you guys. Thank you for going all the way. And Kevinz,
He finally got the ultimate trophy after all that first place in the Catstail Gathering.
You've done it.
Damn.
You're the best in the world, and we have done it here as well. Put her there one more time, my friend. Absolute pleasure to watch you, and thank you for all of our viewers out there.
Kevinz, but the background says champion Robot Wizard. Okay, dude.
To use for your
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to our casters.
Wow.
Thank you to our players. Thank you to our viewers. And thank you to Kevinz, your winner of the Prince Cup Atlantic.